Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Diademia Aftermath, the Shadowfell Prince. Today we are going to be picking up where we left off after episode 1, and yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Actually, I'll mute myself first before, so you can see all the behind-the-scenes shenanigans. There you go. Now I can hear all of you lovely people.
No, I'm not ready to start.
With or without you?
Do y'all remember?
With or without you.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh
my God, my ears are bleeding.
What happened the last episode?
Well,
no.
Everyone met up.
Mhm.
I wasn't here to kill the goblins and ruin the entire thing.
Yep. That was the thing.
No. So what happened was, okay,
Oh, no.
the dumpster fire starts off crashing into this tavern, killing everyone inside the tavern. Everyone on the boat is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Then Calamar came in, kind of like brought us into another plane of like in the past, so that we were not dead, and telling us, hey guys, listen, you all need to work together and to fix this. Otherwise, if you don't, it's just you're all gonna die, pretty much. So we're like, okay, cool. And so we go off in search of looking for a crew for the dumpster fire. Come across this small little island. As we're searching, we hear a scream coming from the building that we're walking past. So the party decides to split up. Also, FYI, don't ever split the party. That's a bad idea.
What are you talking about? Scooby-Doo does it all the time.
Let's split up, gang.
Yeah.
Make
Well,
me
well,
Shaggy
maybe
or
we
Scooby.
This isn't a Scooby campaign, though. This is. I wonder
Anyway,
if anybody's run one of those.
So Joseph and Alendi go off one way. Arlo and Rhodey go off another way. Rhodey and Arlo manage to get into the building. They come across a couple goblins, and they end up sneaking past them without relative difficulty. We keep searching the building, and we eventually come across these two dwarves. I think they were two dwarves.
Yeah, they were
in
dwarves, yeah.
Come to find out, the scream was coming from the lady dwarf that was in the room. She got startled because something fell over in the room they were in, and she got spooked, and that's why she screamed.
And it wasn't a goblin.
And it wasn't a goblin trying to rip her innards out. So, you know, we end up getting invited to dinner by these two dwarves. We go to their home
As
with
you
their
do to be hospitable.
we go in, they're there along with their two goblin friends that we didn't murder.
Thank goodness.
That's where we're at.
Just imagine if the captain was with you when this whole shenanigans happened.
I'm telling you,
There
chat,
would be-
I'm like, it's a good thing Alendi was not there, because those goblins would be dead, and I'm pretty sure the entire story would have gone in a completely different direction.
Dead.
I think Judgy really kind of wanted that to happen, actually.
Oh no.
He was hoping for it.
Hey, I leave the free choice open for you guys, so I just moved the plot where it needs to go based on y'all's actions.
No, he was trying to get some demons or some goblins killed, and then these people hating us.
I swear. You do realize everyone can see you spinning like crazy there, Moto.
I was trying to figure it out. I saw Rhodey doing it, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Gosh. This is why we can't have Tailspire for everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
He's Disney.
Wait, can I stop it by doing like this and then
Nope, I'm still going. Yeah, party. Well, they're eating dinner and I'm dancing to the music.
Where?
I
No,
don't know if this is gonna work.
nothing. Nope. You can't do it.
I can't
You
stop him from spinning. Oh my gosh. I'm done.
Everybody spins.
Tailspire, done with you. So the two dwarves, the male was named Grump, and his wife Migda had two goblin friends, Rick and Morty, aptly named. And yeah, for the most part, that was
What?
pretty accurate as far as what happened. Oh my god!
Did somebody just shoot something at me?
Stop! Stop it!
That was rude.
Stop it!
Arlo's
Like
just
children.
sitting here fixing his lute strings.
But yeah, we open back up. Torgwin just arrived. He meets your party. What do y'all want to do? What's happening? What's the sitch?
Well, it's time for bed. We just ate dinner.
So
You're eating.
so Rhodey speaks up and she says, so what's for dinner?
Mutton stew. Hope you like mutton.
Ugh, mutton. Hey, what's mutton?
It's sheep.
It's lamb.
Yes.
What's lamb?
Oh no.
Meh.
Why are we following him as a captain again?
I don't know. Y'all got on his boat.
Because I'm the best captain. That's
Calamar
why.
was like,
Ah.
"There's no other options. Y'all are all dead.
Oh,
Keep the only captain." Here
You
you
out of
go.
luck.
well, let's eat, and then we can figure out where to go next.
I'll try this weird creature. I don't have any issues with that. Let's.
So she manages to serve you all dinner. You all have like a bowl that you more or less have to hover around you because, as you can
There's no
see, there's
table.
not a lot of table space.
Way to go, DM.
But Mig does being as hospitable as she can to all of you, and yeah, they're all having a pretty decent time. Turns out Rick and Morty are pretty cool cats. They're goblins that like to do stuff in their free time rather than, pillage. But, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so we showed up to this island, and there's absolutely. This is me asking the DM. So what brought us to this island? Is just there.
Were you not
I was
listening?
here.
Were you just not listening to my recap, my beautiful recap?
I listened. I
that
just don't.
I thoroughly, thoughtfully planned step by step, and this motherfucker to me.
I can only do so much.
Right, smooth brain.
We're
Smooth
like
brain,
14
not
minutes
wrinkly.
into stream, but we're only like 5 minutes into the session. And already...
It's gonna be one of these
So,
days.
I believe we were looking for some crew.
Crewmates for the dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Happy
what it was.
time.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah.
Some captain I am.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll try to be better for you.
Can I have everyone present make a perception check? Just, for SMGs.
I don't like that.
Rhodey got an 18.
13. Arlo's enjoying the soup way too much.
I got a 6.
Do I have to roll for Joseph?
I can roll for Joseph, but I don't know what all his stats
You
are.
can't roll for Joseph.
He's my brother. He's nothing to you.
Wait. Just like literally last episode, you had your gun drawn on him, and
Okay, I didn't know who was hostile and who wasn't. You get put in that situation where you're not sure who's hostile and who's not. And then
You
pointing
know,
a gun at a
Joseph, you
person
idiot.
usually isn't a way to make them non-hostile towards you.
Right, but if they're hostile and I don't draw my gun and I get shot in the back, then what happens? Then I'm
Then
dead
you
for
shoot
the
them
ninth.
back.
Then I'm dead for the 19th time.
I
At this
mean,
point,
yeah.
you're just like, you're a cat. You're a part.
You're just
cat.
mad. You're just mad because I
Oof.
made. Oh, me and Joseph just aren't very perceptive
Nope,
today.
y'all aren't. He rolled a 3 and got subtracted to a 2. Okay.
you see what happened was he was eating and then he got a ringing in the ears. Like his ears are kind of burning a bit.
So Rhodey,
Rhodey got an 18.
Rhodey and Arlo, as you're eating, you notice out the corner of your eye, because the others seem to be distracted, either engaging with themselves, but Grump, Migda, Rick and Morty, and for plot's sake, Torgrin, all start to get like shade just like covering their entire body. So it's just like a shade version, like a shadow version of themselves standing there, but they're still doing like the same thing that we're doing before you noticed it.
Arlo kind of looks over. He like leans over because he's sitting next to Rhodey, so he kind of leans over. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Rhodey, you're muted.
You're muted. Oh no.
I see it, but I don't know what's going on.
Have you guys tried this mutton stuff? This is fantastic.
And then Alindy, as you look up, you notice all of the shaky people as well.
Oh, well,
They're
hello.
like mid. Hey guys, have you tried?
Well, this doesn't look friendly or inviting.
Maybe we should just leave.
Starts backing out slowly while kind of like reaching for his pistol, just easing on out.
As soon as y'all get to like the door of the house, I would say, a big shade wall just like shoots up and then like starts to pour out throughout the entire house, covering the walls, the furniture, everything else that aren't the dumpster fire crew immediate.
Well, shit.
Did y'all notice this before me? Because if so, this is your fault for us still being here.
Oh my god. He's blaming the crew.
While he pulls pistol out the rest of the way and just starts prepping.
No.
Let's-
Arlo's just like, pardon, but you don't notice the shadows around you, like you don't see this talking to the missus.
Rhodey just holds out her arm and she says, I think we should have a little light on the subject. And she produces flame in her hand and kind of holds it up to try to see if that can counteract the shadows.
So for the most part, you all can visibly see each other, at least the ones of you that are dumpster fire crew. Everyone else is just kind of like fading into the darkness.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Is there some music I could be playing?
I mean, there is. There's all kinds of music. It's called the Use of Tubes.
Wow.
Is this a type of magic? Is there a way for Arlo to see if it's a type of magic being used right now?
Do you have detect magic?
Maybe.
I do.
Don't know my character sheet.
Well, I have dispel magic, so if it's magic, I can dispel it.
Rather than use spell slots, I'll have you all make a Arcana check to see if you're familiar with what's going on.
I got a 14.
I got 13.
I got a 14.
Joseph, please roll well.
The face he just made was
15.
great. Oh, y'all are shit out of luck.
So you can sense, just without, much effort, the mass of you can sense that this is some type of magic, some type of arcane concoction that's kind of veiled over all of you right now.
Can we determine if it's hostile?
So far,
I mean,
it doesn't seem hostile, but you also realize that you can't leave the house. So
Because it's.
can I try to cast the spell magic?
I mean, if you want to use the spell slot, sure.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, totes,
Oh dear. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna say
You said it's on the walls, right?
Yeah, it's obviously the picture's not showing the detail of all this, but literally everyone except y'all are now covered in darkness, and not the.
Can we hear
darkness.
them? Can we hear them? Are they still speaking?
From what you can see, they're communicating with each other, they're having a normal conversation, except it's all muted words. And
Are they speaking to us? Can they still see us?
from what you are seeing, they're not acknowledging y'all's presence any longer.
Well,
Wow. Okay.
Rhodey says she reaches into her pouch and she grabs a sprig of mistletoe and she rolls it in her hands and then casts Goodberry, and she has now 10 berries in her hand, and she hands one out to each of the members of the dumpster fire and says, just in case something happens and we should go down, this way everyone would have one of these and we can feed it to you. If you go to 0 hit points, we can revive you with it, so hold on to it.
Arlocat just puts it in his pocket, just pats his pocket. Thank you, my dear.
I do the same. I'm just gonna throw it in my pocket. Is this shadow I understand that we can't see anything, but is the shadow above and below us as well? It's just
on
black
the ceiling
everywhere.
and the ground, and you're stepping in it. Note it as you get closer to either Torgrin or the goblins and stuff, you can see their shadowy visage. Same for the furniture. You can see the furniture, it's just covered in shadow.
Is it cold in the shadow? Can we stick our hands into this shadow and it's cold, or is it
No, when
you can't
it
feel
feels
anything?
like how the furniture or person should seem. If you interact with any of the living creatures in the room, they don't seem to acknowledge you touching them, but you can still feel that they're physically there.
And there's no this shadow barrier won't let us out of the room?
Not from what you can tell.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame again, and I'm going to she's going to hurl it at the window and see if it will bust through and break out the window.
Okay. As you do it, as it launches from your hand, it hits at the window and the shadow dissipates it. You can see it physically kind of nullify the fire itself, and
Okay.
the window itself is still protected behind the shadow veil. Alindy.
I'm gonna turn to the door and try and Eldritch blast that bitch open.
Same deal, regardless if you hit or not. it goes to blast at the door. Shadow intercepts it. The energy from it kind of dissipates, and door is still visibly fine, looking behind the shadow veil in front of it. Lindy, have you make a perception check?
I'd rather
Guidance.
not.
Guidance. She looks at him and touches him on the shoulder and says, "This should help you. This should help you out a little bit." And she casts guidance on him.
Do I get like advantage or something?
I think
You
you
get-
get an extra D4.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you gonna need it.
I don't think it's gonna help.
Oh, God.
Okay, so
He
8,
rolled a 3.
11.
Oh no, is that the?
I got 11,
Okay.
8, and 3.
So you hear like a audible giggle, just like in the back of your ear.
I turn to Rhodey and I'm like, "Hey, did you hear that?"
I mean, with a 19 passive perception, I probably did.
Mm-mm.
No,
Nope.
I didn't hear it. No, I didn't. Tell me, what did you hear?
All right, you little monster. Why don't you come out here and show your face?
Oh God!
Arlo's looking over at Rhodey like,
you monster. Why don't you?
Arlo's just like, I think the captain's finally lost it.
It appears something is wrong.
Lindy, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It's just something's fucking with us, and I can hear it whispering in my ear, sweet, sweet nothings. But that little bastard won't come out. I don't know how to flush it out yet, but I'll figure it out and I'll torture that little shithead.
Or we could ask it why it's doing this.
All right, you little monster. Why are you...
Arlo's just like, wait, Captain,
Wait.
if I may, perhaps maybe you shouldn't call it a monster just yet. Maybe if we're nice, it'll let us through.
All right, I'll be nicer then. All right, you little crotch goblin.
Oh no!
Oh, Captain, it's not what I meant, but okay.
You don't hear anything else from
Hmm.
your calling outs to it.
All right. Well, if attacking the doors wouldn't work, I think I'm going to cast Dimension Door and see if we can get out of here. So I cast Dimension Door. 200 feet straight downward, upward. Bring objects. Bring any spot within range, which is 500 feet. So I'm going to try to teleport outside of the house.
Just you by yourself?
No, I'll take Rhodey with me.
Actually take the captain. You should take the captain. I have a way out as well.
Oh, I'll be
Are you-
fine.
Sure.
I have a way out as well. I'm just...
You're just bouncing around in the corner. I got a way out, guys. I swear. I'm the captain. Oh my God.
I do have a way out. I just haven't chosen to use it. I want to figure out what the hell is going on here.
So you're a dimension door and by yourself, or?
Rhodey,
Yeah,
Rhodey, why don't you go ahead and go with her? I'll be fine.
All right.
Him.
All right. I'll go with you.
Alrighty. And he kind of pulls her close, and they teleport outside.
I put my pistols away, and I'm like, all right, I hear you laughing. They're gone. Why don't you come out and talk to me?
Lindy, you're talking to yourself.
Yes, I know. Just leave it alone, Joseph. It'll be fine.
Just as long as you understand.
Yes, I know it looks weird. Just trust me.
And you
as
know,
he
Joseph-
says that, the shadow consumes over Joseph's body as well, and he vanishes to leave you in the house by yourself there, Lindy.
Okay. So now it's just me standing there. All right, you little jokester. Come on. It's fine. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yet.
Now.
If you want,
Completely trust you.
I'll put all my weapons down and I'll leave them on the floor. I'll put all my weapons down and walk away from them.
So you don't have any weapons?
I don't have any weapons.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. 7.
What? Are you rolling tonight or? Use your real dice.
Okay, I'm using the real one.
No, next time.
Okay.
Oh,
Thought you were
God.
going to give me the chance to do it.
So everything around you kind of like gets really bright all of a sudden, and the next thing you know, you're in a room kind of by yourself. Let me make sure I can summon. What is your name? Elendi. Oh my gosh.
What's wrong?
Give me Elendi. Boof. And shortly after, the image of Rhodey, who you can see, Arlo, Dimension Doored in, and then Joseph, poof, are all in this room.
What room? I don't see any room.
Do I?
He hasn't moved us yet.
Do I have to move you over to this one?
All right, so what's going on?
Yes. We're still viewing the
Son of a duck.
dwarf's house.
There we go.
Son of a whack.
That was beautiful.
Can you all see now? Why aren't you glowing?
Nope, mine says waiting on GM.
Yep, same.
I have to load you in after. Oh my gosh, so much work.
GM tried to summon us to a board, but we couldn't find the specific board.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Wah.
Whack.
That's gonna be the new thing. What the whack?
That was Coffee's thing. Every time she
Oh.
swore, "Mother!" Whack.
All right, well then I'm not using it
There we go. That might be
in honor of coffee.
You might have to use that code that I just posted.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So from there. That's
So
weird.
how-
Whenever you change boards, you have to summon them again.
Nope. Nope.
Do it.
How do we just have to exit out and enter the code again?
A new code.
Guess. I don't know why, since it's all under the same thing. It's probably me. I don't know what the thing is.
This is hurting my soul.
Okay. Back to the main menu.
Mm-hmm.
Exit the main menu. Yes, I do.
I think
Alright.
if you put them like all your maps on the same board, you can just move us over.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's gonna make a really big board.
That's true. I'm ask Chris how he does it next time.
Okay, now. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Or whatever board we're gonna be on for the thing, I'll just have all the boards on the same board for that day.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. But anyways, wait, where's the link?
I'm coming slowly but surely. There we go.
So y'all can see.
here.
Okay. So yeah, you all are in this room.
Well,
There is.
Wait, it drug everybody?
Just the four of y'all. So essentially, as soon as Arlo grabbed Rhodey to Dimension Door out, they appeared in here, and then the shadows kind of grabbed Joseph to this area, and same for you, Alindi, which is why you saw the bright light, and then here we are.
And I have no weapons currently, correct?
Yeah, you left all your weapons at the freaking...
Right.
that's wonderful.
Oh, God.
I guess maybe that's the reason why he's captain of the dumpster fire.
As first mate, I advise you never to put your weapons down again.
It'll be fine. Just trust me.
Well,
Right.
Okay.
So, Rhodey, what do you think we should do?
Um. Where are we? Where are we?
Good question. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Do we see this random person to our left?
What's this Kansas you speak of?
Good question.
Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
Why are there two?
Oh, heavens.
No.
Rhodey holds out her arm and she says, I think it's time to shed a little light on the subject. And she casts Produce Flame again. And she's holding it and just waiting for something to come in that looks like it is maybe hostile to the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna start investigating the room.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay, what's my investigation?
Probably not good.
16.
Okay.
You didn't let me cast
Yeah,
guidance.
I rolled with the real die because I'm not playing this fucking game anymore.
Sometimes if there's like nothing else going on, make sure you like wait a few seconds so I can cast guidance on you.
Okay, so 14 plus 16.
Okay.
Do I
I'm going
find
to
anything?
I'm going to perceive the room. Do I notice anything around the room that looks like it might be any indicator of where we're at?
Oh shit, a mushroom. Oh, I'm just kidding.
It
Fucking mushroom.
seems pretty damp and obviously dark. The walls, even though it seems like it's structurally sound, kind of has like a moist, muddy feel to it. And you can hear like various drippings in the back, as if there's like a audible leak somewhere.
So I wonder if these gates are locked.
Well, let's find out.
So my
Pushes the door.
investigation led to nothing.
You pretty much assume the two of you came up to that same analogy of the room, if you will.
So are these gates locked as we push on them?
Yeah, they're locked.
All right, I just used my boots to float up here.
You can't.
I'm
float
pretty
up
sure
there.
there's a
That's
ceiling.
frickin' Ceiling.
Yeah, there's no layer of ceiling. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, well, I guess there's a ceiling in here. My investigation led to not being. Woo!
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the first and last time y'all have Tailspire access.
All right, so Rhodey says, well, as I'm holding this flame, I'm going to throw it at this gate and see what happens. And so she takes her Produce Flame and hurls it at the gate to see if it may do anything.
Kind of similar to before, the shadows like come out of seemingly nowhere and absorb your flame and dissipate it.
Fucking hell. What is...
Well, that worked. First mate, good job.
Well, at least I have weapons.
I've already told you I don't need weapons. I'll be fine.
All right. If you insist. I'm
So the
going
door is
to...
There's nothing else in the room that we're in, right? Nothing like we can
Make a
like, items or anything.
perception check.
Yes, that's what I was trying to do earlier, but no one asked me to roll. Natural
don't see
20,
shit.
Natural 20 for a
I'm
29.
blind.
Natural 20 for a 29.
Okay. So, Rhodey, you see well, it's not this large, and it's not this animal. You see a seemingly beholder-esque small little... Oh gosh, it disappeared.
I saw something for a minute. It looked kind of like a beholder, but it's gone.
A beholder, you say?
It looked similar. It looked very similar. Maybe smaller, maybe with fewer arms or tentacles. Ooh, there it is. Ooh,
Ugh.
Well, that's cute.
that just looks like a bat.
So
It
this
just looks
small
like a
little,
bat.
like, ball with the eyeball as its eye, and various little tiny eyeballs coming off of it. It's like looking
four?
at you. How many does this thing have? Yeah, like more or less 4.
I think I know what this is, but I don't know.
Well, is it dangerous?
It very well could be. It depends on if it's hostile or not.
It like comes closer to Elindi and like smiles at it.
Ah. Well, hello there, little buddy. I would kind of hold my arm out for it to land.
It's just a ball, so it doesn't have any.
Arlo's just like,
I hold my palm out so it can float in my palm.
Yeah, it just like tries to float in your palm.
Well, hello there. Are you nice or are you going to be mean today?
You hear in your mind, what's mean?
That's when you torture and kill us for no reason.
Nope, no mean things today.
Well, that's nice of you. Question. Did you bring us here?
No, my master did.
Oh boy, is he mean?
He's a she, but yeah, no, not mean.
No? Would you be willing to take us to her?
Maybe.
Well, what do I have to do to, persuade you to take us there?
Oh, I don't know. Just ask nicely, I guess.
I'm gonna roll persuasion and I'm gonna ask nicely.
Okay.
oh no.
Guidance.
I got
Just like subconscious guidance.
Bardic inspiration!
I rolled a 12. I don't think she's taking us anywhere, boys and girls.
Well, you've got guidance.
Oh, I
sure.
can. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, that works. All right. I'm following.
And Bardic inspiration.
I'm following. We've already won this. Just stop trying to make it even worse.
Oops, sorry, wrong guy. There we go.
So because you have Bardic inspiration, you have you gain inspiration die of a 1d10. You can add it to for 10 minutes. You can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Sweet.
Do you like heights?
I'm fond of heights.
I'm fine with them myself.
Okay, this way. Probably should light him up so you can see him. Quit going or grabbing the landing. Oh no, we can't get over the thing.
I'm in.
Now this is where you have to take the layers off. Okay, so he's not here. Not here. Also not here. The only thing you see in this room would be I'll use. This seems fitting. Seems to be a mind flayer female.
Oh, shit.
And she looks at all of you.
Well, hello there, master of this domain. How are you?
Welcome. I am sorry that it took so long to bring you here, my prince.
Yeah. Yes, well, I assume the little youngster there was just weary of us.
Oh, you mean itch?
Yeah, sure. We didn't really exchange pleasantries, but
And why again did you bring us here?
I mainly wanted to bring this one. And she points at Elindi.
Well,
aren't I the popular one?
aren't you special, Captain? Pats his back.
If,
Hey!
in case you haven't noticed, we kind of come as a package.
Yes, you all are a crew, am I correct?
That is correct.
You would be correct. Question. Before we continue this, is there any way that you can summon my weapons here, seeing as to how we're obviously not hostile?
Your weapons. The one that you left back at the place.
Yes, I assumed that's the only reason Itch wouldn't come out.
You won't be needing those.
Well, alright then. I guess I won't be needing them.
All of you here visibly are projections of yourself, if you will. Your bodies are back where I more or less brought them from.
Is that why Celeste isn't here?
Yes, I'm afraid.
Well, I may bring him back out. But not yet.
Well, what can we do you for?
Well, my prince, you can do a lot for us.
Ooh, time out, time out. Well, you don't need to call me prince. I am no prince of no kingdoms, of no lands.
But actually you are you not?
No.
Well,
I'm sorry, what?
I hung out with your mom for a good year, and I believe she is the queen.
Yeah, that's her lands, her shtick. I am no prince. I have no lands. I have no people. And I'd like to keep it that way.
I don't believe you can run away from your destiny that easily, young man.
If I'm fast enough. I do have these wingy boots.
It's metaphorical say. Can I have you all roll a insight check?
$21.
13.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. I rolled a natural one. Even, I mean, with guidance, that just brings it up to a 12, but still a natural one.
Okay. Lindy said he rolled a 20 something, right?
21.
Okay. What was I gonna say? So Lindy, you're able to sense that she is using something. You want me to use the luck point? Oh, that's never good. She is it's like she has something greater to say than what she's saying, if that makes sense.
Yeah, she's holding back. She's
Yeah.
keeping secrets. Well, why don't we all sit down and have a drink? Maybe it'll loosen our lips a little bit.
Sure. I don't know if you would want anything that is in this astral plane, but make yourselves comfortable.
I'll refrain from having anything, thank you.
Doesn't mean you have to refrain from having a seat, friend. We're all trying to be friendly here.
I can be friendly and stand.
I kind of like look at him like, sit down.
Oh no, does the smile sit down?
All
Like the
right,
parents
then.
do. They're like, wait till we get home.
All right, I'm sitting on this stool. I hope you're happy.
Well, mistress of the house, if you would have a seat with me, I'd love to talk more about this princely business.
She takes the seat, but she makes sure she can see all of you. Yes, you are what they call the Shadowfell Prince.
And what does this mean?
The Herald of the Hexblade?
Never heard of her.
The Raven Warlock.
Yep. Still not ringing any bells.
These are
You're
all
gonna have to-
titles that
you're gonna have
you
to, like-
own, that you possess.
And what do these titles do? Do they
Mm,
give me extra powers, wonderful wizardry skills? Because right now, I'm kind of down on my luck. It would have been nice to have these titles before, but you see, they are no help to me, so maybe I'm not this person you're looking for.
Make a. Oof. Make a. We'll go with Arcana check.
Oh, God.
Guidance.
It's just like periodic guidance.
Mhm.
I got a 9. I'm done with D&D Beyond, man. I always get screwed.
It just knows. It just knows
Yeah.
you're here. So. Wait, do it with advantage. We'll go with that.
Alright, I'm rolling a regular die.
You still got guidance, but
Alright.
you got a 2. You already rolled it, so.
Okay, 17.
Okay. As you're like sitting there, just like fiddling with the air, you see like a shadow kind of like manifest in the palm of your hand, Alindy, and it like dances with your movements.
Well, is this some of your fancy sorcery?
No, it's some of your fancy sorcery.
And what might this shadow do?
Shadows can do a lot of things. Depends on what you want to do with them.
Like your shadow?
My shadow?
The one that came and acquired us from our current realm that our bodies are in.
Perhaps I'm not being clear. This is all yours. This realm.
My realm.
Yes.
I didn't create this realm.
But it was created nonetheless.
I start trying to make things appear and disappear in this realm. Like, I try to make a couple of these lights disappear.
Yep, without much effort, you're able to snuff out the light. Shadow kind of like consumes it.
Alright.
What are you doing?
He's sipping the Kool-Aid.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my interest. Continue.
Are you familiar with your mother?
Oh, the old queen bitch. Yes, I'm familiar with her. She's always trying to tell me what to do and where to go, and that's just not my style.
Yes, well, your mother, nonetheless, has acquired a lot of power during her tenure of living. And a portion of that power was bestowed onto you when you were born. Now, since then, she's relinquished her ties to said power because she found a better source. However, this realm still requires the next in line to be its successor, which it's you, Alindy. Now, if you were to renounce your throne, it would go to your brother, because he is the next. However, you are the oldest.
What could I do with this realm if I were to keep it?
Believe that is up to you, really. There's a lot of power that you hold here that you might not necessarily be able to bring back with you. However, it's safe to say you could do a great deal of things. A simple thing would be summoning an army. Noted they would be of shadow lineage. However, they would still be able to fight for you nonetheless.
But only in this realm.
Not necessarily.
For
You-
instance, say I was in need of a crew.
You could essentially bring a portion of your power with you back whenever you go back to your actual bodies. However, you will notice, or at least start to notice, there is a difference in what you can and can't do between this realm and the others.
Does that mean the more I use my power in this realm, the less power I'll have in the real realm?
No. There's just a stopper, if you will. You can only bring so much of your power with you back.
Is there a way to get rid of this stopper? This filter?
You would have to breach the world's, think of it as this realm is contained in its own bubble, and where your bodies are now is also another bubble. If you want to siphon your power from one to the other, you would have to breach the barriers that keep your power contained in this bubble in order to go to the next.
So are you from this realm, or are you from our realm?
Neither. I was sent here to watch over it.
By my mother?
No.
Can I just ask what realm are we in anyway?
This is the Shadowfell realm.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I don't know anything about this realm. I'm sorry I cannot advise you, Captain.
You say you're in need of a crew?
Well,
Yes, for my dumpster fire.
Right.
It never gets old.
By the way, the dumpster fire is a ship. It's our ship. It's his ship, actually. I'm his first mate.
Ah, right, yes. You're Rhodey.
Yes, I spent some time with his mother. She was training me in a thing or two.
Well, you are friends of the prince, so you shall be friends of mine.
That's good to know. I wouldn't want to be on your bad side.
I'm not sure if I necessarily have a bad side.
Well, I wouldn't want to be your enemy, let's put it that way.
And she
So
kind of
you-
like looks over to Arlo. And you are with this crew as well?
Yep. Arlo Stratos, at your service.
Well, tell you what, I can send Itch with you, and he can advise you as far as how your realm operates and get you more familiar with your power, if that pleases the prince.
Wait, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I was kind of focused on the room.
I was going to send Itch, and she like points at the smaller beholder, to go with you to advise you on how your powers work.
As long as you promise, Itch, no more of that foolishness.
Well, he has been waiting a long time to meet you, if that's any consolation.
Oh, it is.
So,
Clever little booger.
what is your motive in all this?
As I said, I was assigned here, and until the day comes when the prince would like to rightfully take his seat in the Shadowfell realm, I must remain here to ensure that there isn't any... What is the word? Misfortunes.
Well, I must inform you. We're headed for one in a year if we don't straighten things out.
Yes, as I saw. But that also helped me out because it allowed me to reach out to you, as you will.
Alright, so this is it. You just wanted to inform me of these powers that I have and this realm that I control, and that was it? There was no other ulterior motive?
I'm afraid I don't have any ulterior motives.
I was hoping you'd have information on my mother, but I see that that may not be the case.
18 insight check. Is she telling the truth?
From what
She
you
had
can tell,
to-
she's being very truthful.
Well, Captain, I think that's honestly what her agenda was. I don't think she's hiding anything else.
Come here, Itch. Is this what you want? You want to go on this adventure?
Will allow me to hang out with the captain?
Yes, you'll get to spend time on the ship with the captain.
Then yes.
Alright, well then I will accept this realm as my own for now. We'll see how it goes.
Very well. Shall I send you all back to where you were?
You could just explain to me how to do it, and I can give her the old go.
Okay, well, currently these are only your minds, so if you would like to send yourself back, you have to focus on your actual bodies. In this case, you would send back your friends first, and in turn, just return your body. Return your mind to your body as well.
Alright, so then I send them away.
Roll a, what are you good? A charisma saving throw.
Guidance. Oh, actually, guidance doesn't work for saving throws. Never mind.
Oh, no.
22.
Bardic inspiration. Saving throws. Bardic inspiration.
I already have Bardic Inspiration, so I got 22, but I mean, I could roll for the...
I
You
don't.
can't use it on yourself.
No, you,
No,
you already
granted
did
him
it.
that.
Yeah. It
I
hasn't
thought it was
Remember-
only used once.
I haven't used it once yet.
You haven't.
No, he didn't ever need
Correct.
to.
Oh, I thought he used it back. Never mind. Okay.
No, we're good.
No, he used
I'm
guidance.
holding on to it for now.
Y'all are just barding off your bardic inspiration to each other.
No,
Bardic inspiration. Bardic
uh,
inspiration.
So who are you trying to send back first?
I'm sending both of them at the same time.
You're gonna have to focus on one. Or the
Okay.
Look,
I sent.
Well,
Go
I
back.
say ladies first.
I'll go
Alright,
back.
I sent Rhodey back first.
other. Okay. She sends back. No real issue. Another charisma saving throw.
God damn it. Yep, we're good.
Bardic
22 again.
inspiration.
Yes! We're still good. We're still good.
So
Can you focus on your brother from here?
Yes.
Would you like to send him back, or should I?
You can send him back.
He's like,
Not even chancing it at this point.
Oh, okay. Last is you then. Charisma save.
Oh no!
No, so before I do go,
Yes.
do you have any information on my mother?
You're trying to get the upper hand on her, yes?
Yes.
Well, you'll find that these are going to be small steps, especially if you start to use your power in this realm. Well, your realm. She's going to pick up on that. and noted, depending, it could draw her attention towards you, and it could not. However, as long as you're not actively, destroying towns, if you use your powers creatively and within accurate measure, you should be fine.
A few sessions later, she's just watching the chaos through this crystal ball, and all these towns are on fire, and she's just like...
So what you're saying is the more that I
said creatively.
The more that I practice my powers, the more she'll be in tune to it. But if I don't practice, then I'll never acquire the ability to extinguish her.
Yes. However, be advised that things are different now, considering you did go back a year. If the timelines align themselves, then perhaps she was never aware of your secondary presence the entire time. Or everything from this point could be new.
Is there any other negative drawbacks to these powers?
They can get a bit, takes a bit getting used to. You'll find that sometimes you want things to go a certain way, and they might not necessarily go that way. But, again, as long as you're not actively overusing your gifts in the other realm, you shouldn't see much drawback.
Will these drawbacks possibly hurt my crew?
If anything, it can help protect your crew. But again, I guess that depends on how you use them.
Well, I guess I'll have to learn how to use them correctly. And if you could, I'd like for you to send me back.
Sure, I will send the three of you back. And should you have any questions, you can always ask Itch.
Well, fair lady, I will bid you adieu then.
Okay. And with not much effort, the shadows consume you again. Everything goes bright, and you all are back in I wonder if I can summon you back here since you've already been here. Does that make sense?
Yep, it worked.
Nice.
So we have to get all the
You just
codes
have
to the
attune
boards.
to it once.
Yeah.
Then putting.
I'm
y'all
picking up
back.
all my weapons as soon as I get back. Jesus.
Hey, I didn't even suggest you do that. You did that of your own volition. Arlo and Rody. And sweet.
Ugh, goodness gracious.
Oh wait. There you go. And you all appear back in Grump and Migda's house. It's eerily quiet. Where is
Where's Arlo?
He's next to the fire.
There it is. Okay.
I would have pinged him, but I can't.
Do our hosts notice that we've been gone, or?
No, because our bodies stayed.
It was our mind. Our bodies didn't leave.
And
So
they
what-
kind of
what
like
were
look
our
at you.
bodies
So
like?
you've all been kind of quiet here recently. Did you like the meal?
It was quite delicious. I've
It
never
was-
had
Madam,
one.
it was so delicious, it left
fantastic.
all of us speechless.
I kind of nudge Arlo and I'm like, a little overkill there, bud.
I mean, the soup was good, was it not?
Yes, it was probably one of the best things I've ever had.
Okay, then. Then there was some truth to it.
Well, that was a delightful conversation, wouldn't you say?
What conversation? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, okay.
Oh, well, madam, that was delicious.
Do you all need some place to stay, or, I'm afraid I don't
I
have
think-
much room.
I think we can probably stay on our ship. It's just outside.
Yeah, yes, you've been more than generous enough. We can sleep on our ship.
I don't know where I went.
That's what happens when you play with your pieces. You fall through holes. I'm pretty sure you're just like...
Double click your thing,
Double click what thing?
like your character on the in the top left corner of
Your thing, Alendi, your thing.
your character.
Click.
Double
Oh,
click
you-
on the picture.
Oh, yeah, I double clicked on the picture and I still don't see me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gone.
Oh my gosh. Second Alindy shows up.
Yay! Let's see if I can make him disappear again.
Wow.
Oh god, I might actually. No! Okay. Oh no.
What, you're right there.
Okay,
He's
we're
there.
good.
Yeah, we're good.
I thought I was gonna need a third Alindy.
Nope, you wouldn't have got a third Alindy. You would have just been lost to the abyss.
Hey, hey, Captain, maybe we should head back to the ship. I don't think there's any crew here for us.
Did you say crew?
Yes, we're looking for some crew for the ship.
If you don't mind, Torgrin, he's rather quiet, but, he's, pretty good on ships.
Torgrin, would you like to join the dumpster fire?
Yes,
he's, like,
would you
finishing
like
his
to
food.
join? Would you like to join this? And he like wraps his arm around Torgrin's shoulders. This delinquent crew of that is the dumpster fire.
He finishes eating, like, a spoonful of food, and he just, like, shrugs and nods.
Well, it's glad to have you. We're glad to have you aboard.
Arg.
Really?
We just lost Rhodey.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
yes.
She's back.
Somehow she got on the roof. I'm not quite sure how that
Is where
happened.
Lindy is? On the roof? Is there a...
Oh, is he on the roof?
I don't even know. He just, like, disappeared.
No, he's below it. I think he's below the board.
Oh, goodness. He's probably in the ocean. Who knows? Question. This here, is the Gladden storehouse. We mine iridium. Are you familiar with it?
It's
I
pretty
don't know,
valuable.
Captain, are we familiar with it?
It's- I've heard it's a pretty
Yes,
valuable
yes.
substance.
It is a very valuable substance that is used to fuel airships.
I think maybe we need some.
No, our ship isn't fueled by those crystals anymore.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
And this is why they call me Captain. Ah, yes.
Yes, the ye old dumpster
It's like-
fire is fueled with laughter and rainbows.
Arlo's compatriot gave our ship a few extra powers. No longer needs iridium. You're right.
Freaking Grump and Migdar just, like, looking at y'all with a very confused expression on their faces. Like, not powered by iridium?
I know, it's mind-blowing, isn't it?
We haven't really figured out what it's powered by, but it doesn't seem to deplete in fuel, so I just choose not to question it.
I mean, to be fair, Captain, you probably should. Because heaven forbid, we go crashing down again because you don't know how to power the ship.
Well, if the ship does power down, I do have a store of iridium crystals on board, just in case.
And you have the engine for this?
Yes, I never got rid of the engine.
This is true. It was fully restored.
Are there any other questions, Arlo?
No, Captain.
Would it-
This is why
Hey,
I didn't
hey,
make you first mate.
Captain, Captain,
Could it be because
Captain?
they have
Yes,
arrived
first?
after?
maybe come over here. Let me ask you a question. We know that the iridium is extremely valuable, and even though we don't need it to power a ship, that would make it a very good commodity that we might use to trade for other things that we do need.
Yes, but I'm no thief, but I do have an idea.
Well, I think that maybe they were.
Big conversation.
I think
Big
that maybe
conversation, just walk off.
they're offering us something.
For clarity's sake, iridium, a piece of iridium, is the same cost as a piece of platinum.
Cool. All right. Yes, I understand that they're offering us something, but I'm no thief. But I do have an idea besides.
Well,
They're-
right. I think if they're offering it, it's not considered stealing.
Correct, but then there would be nothing in it for them, but everything in it for us. So, like
Well,
I said,
we're
why don't we
taking
offer them? Why wouldn't we just offer them to transport and sell, and then we take a cut of the profit? I may be a pirate, but I'm no shady person.
I don't disagree with you there.
Says the man who kept pulling pistols at everybody.
Hey, everybody was hostile at that point. You can't tell me any different. So why don't we?
Of course not, Captain. I would never judge your
I'm about-
decisions.
I put my hand on my pistol. Arlo's about to get shot in the ass.
What?
He keeps lacing everything with all that sarcasm, dog. He gonna catch
He's
some
a
lead.
bard.
Exactly.
So, Rhodey, why don't we offer them to maybe transport and trade, and maybe.
Yes, I think that's probably a good idea. We can always come back here for whenever they have a new load ready for us to ship for them.
It'll be a good way for us to make money, make good connections, and maybe build a rapport with some fine folk, and make a little coin on the side.
I don't disagree with you. I think we're on the same wavelength, Captain.
Well, that's a first. Okay, I'll be right back. I walk away kind of flushed because not used to women talking to me like that. Nice, because I'm rude, and they're all ways not nice because I'm rude. See what I'm saying? I don't know why you're making that face, judgy DM. You keep judging me.
You are
won't
my
speak
captain,
about
and
the fact that,
I'm not.
You've hit on your mom before, and
He didn't have a soul. It was different, and you know it. I know
and
it.
you got orc herpes of your own volition.
That's different. Where did Queen just disappearing on us?
Yeah, she said she'd be right back.
No, well, rude.
Anyways, you go back into the room. Yep.
We have a business proposition for you. We won't take your iridium. We would like to transport and sell it for you, and maybe we take a cut of the profit instead, seeing as to how we don't need it, and I don't want to just take it from you. That just seems inappropriate.
That's what we were gonna suggest.
Oh, I guess we were, me and the crew just essentially
Think
misinterpreted what you said.
Oh yes, I was just telling you that this is a storehouse for iridium. But yes, if you are a supplier and you have an airship, you would be able to get it to our suppliees, customers.
And what would our cut of the profit be?
We could do 25%.
Captain, I advise you to maybe request 33%.
I will take that into consideration. Seeing as to how you're providing us with a crew member, if they are willing to go, and I look at the cat that they offered us, waiting for him to say yes or no.
Oh, he already shrugged, nodded to it. Yeah.
All right. Seeing as to how you're providing us with a crewmate, we could do that at 30%, and we can call it a deal there.
Roll persuasion.
Guidance.
17 plus 19.
Oh, that sounds fair. 30% should be fine.
Then you have yourself a deal.
Well, we'll have usually weekly to bi-weekly shipments that need to go out. If that accommodates well to your schedule.
So on a weekly schedule, that sounds fine.
We're looking at a profit of about, doing the math, 300 gold per run. For you.
It's only 30 pieces of iridium. Are we not shipping more than that for you?
Let's see.
I mean, that would be only shipping 90 total, or about 100 total, actually.
Can your
per
ship
week.
take more than 90?
Pretty large ship.
Well, however much your ship can take. We can probably mass out about 300 pieces of iridium every week.
I think
Are you gonna give us, DM? Are you gonna give us like an encumbrance for the ship, depending on how much is in it?
Essentially, you should be able to take 300 without any encumbrance to your ship.
Okay.
However,
Then,
if you're attacked because they find out that the dumpster fire has iridium shipments, then that's a whole other thing. If your shipment gets taken, then that's a whole other conversation.
Okay, we'll start with weekly shipments of roughly. We'll do 150 to start for the first couple shipments, and then we'll determine whether or not we should up it from there.
Okay.
Because we already have iridium on board. Whatever the stores, like on your normal airships, how much iridium was it to keep essentially a full tank?
So this is unrefined iridium that you'll be shipping. The shipment that you have on board for your ship is refined iridium. Refined iridium is what you use to power airships. Unrefined, if you tried to put it into your airship, it's pretty much going to explode it like it did the other airship that y'all had.
Okay, and I'm assuming unrefined is a lot heavier than the refined.
Yeah, more or less.
So we're not even going to count the refined iridium as essentially weight on board.
No, more or less. No.
Okay, all right, yeah. We'll start with 150 shards of iridium, and like I said, we'll go up from there and see how treacherous the passes are before we try and overload ourselves with iridium.
Understood.
You're the captain.
All I'm saying is I don't want to get attacked and then lose 300 versus 150, and then us be
two
completely
dwarves
fucked.
and two goblins like, yo, where's my money?
Especially since none of us probably looked at the aftermath, the dumpster fires combat
Oh,
mechanics.
I think Moto looked at how the dumpster fire mechanics work for airship battles. Because you put like a emoji on it.
I mean, I acknowledged it, but I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it.
Wow.
I just acknowledged it.
Ooh. There may or may not be a battle.
I know.
Everyone man your stations. What stations, Captain? It's just
let me
Arya
look
crying
real
in the
quick.
corner.
I just copied and pasted them out, so I'm looking at them right now.
So essentially, the airship is equipped with various stations of things that you can do if you ever actually go into airship combat. A person has to be at one of those stations in order for you to be able to do it. So I think there's one for like movement, one for attacking.
Yeah, one for a ranged weapon,
Yeah.
harpoon gun.
So depending on what you need accomplished, you'll get people to man those stations, and then the captain per turn will call out what his orders are to his people, and then you go from there and you play it out based on that turn-based actions, whatever. But you still have to like roll for if you can hit and all this other stuff. But if any of those components get destroyed, then you can't use them. And also, if your hull gets destroyed, then the airship essentially blows up.
We're so screwed.
Or, falls out of the sky. It's already done that before. No big deal. You're pros at that one. At this point. Just got expertise
Poor
on
Gray!
Oh, no.
Well, nobody knows that we're shipping iridium yet, so it shouldn't be terrible, right?
Yeah, nobody should know that the dumpster fire has iridium on it. It's just when you arrive and you're like, oh, this is dumpster fire. And they're like, oh, you're our new iridium shipment. And they're like, yeah. And then all the pirates are like, yeah. In secret.
Hey, well, so the dwarves that were shipping the dumpster, that were shipping the iridium for, they would have contacts. We're shipping it to specific points for them, right? That they have already contracted for. So it wouldn't be like we have to advertise. And when we offload it, it's gonna be in crates. Nobody's gonna know except for the recipient. So we're gonna try to keep that on the down low.
I've got skills to keep it on the down low.
Okay. Well, in that case, would you like to do a gentleman's agreement or binding contract or?
We'll see how the first two shipments go with a gentleman's agreement, and after that, if everything goes smoothly and I can trust you, we'll get everything written down and in fine print. I feel that would be the best route.
We do have their son.
Correct, but there's no guarantee of a mutiny or no mutiny, and there's no guarantee that he's going to pay us that 30%.
Right.
I want to see if he's a trustworthy person versus just running and gunning with a contract and then getting screwed in the end. So we'll see if he's trustworthy, and if he's not, we'll kill him.
Oh my gosh.
I gotcha.
Is this like surmise between eye looks, eyeglasses? Like,
Trust is earned, not given. So I feel this would be the best route.
Very well. In this case, gentleman's agreement, I will give you half payment now.
Ooh.
Well, that's good. That's nice.
So,
All right.
So that's,
Well,
so that's
then
15 platinum.
15% of 100. Oh, wait, 150.
150.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
So 150 down to 30%.
Why'd you have to use weird numbers? I was
Okay.
just like 20.
Well, it's half of 45. It's half of 45. So 22 and a half.
Chink, half of a gold. Chink.
Half of a platinum.
I'm trying to think of do I have sticky notes on my fucking computer? I do.
So it's 22 platinum and 5 gold.
This is why she's the first mate.
It is my job, actually.
All right. So what we can do is we can put 50% of that in the ships towards the ship, and then disperse the rest amongst the crew.
So that's
Agreed.
the other thing. You can purchase upgrades. They're really expensive, but you can purchase upgrades for the dumpster fire to make it more formidable in combat. But obviously that's down the line.
Hence the reason I said 50% towards the ship, and then disperse the rest throughout the crew. That way we can all upgrade weapons and stuff for ourselves, on top of being able to upgrade the ship as well. See, I'm kind of business savvy.
Figuring this
All right.
out, because heck, it be
We'd have
for
been
me to
screwed.
try and like manage y'all's ship's logistics. That's not gonna be a thing. I'd be like, yeah, y'all totally got that money. from
I'm
that
glad I
guy."
chose Rhodey as my first mate because this is already working out well for me.
Oh, it'd have been
I'm like
so
over here, I'm
bad.
like
If it
looking
would've
for
been
like
Joseph.
sticky-
He would have been like, who was it that we were supposed to?
This is perfect.
Wait, what's Rhodey's job?
I'm first mate.
What's first mate's job?
They kinda- they ca-
Navigation and
They kind of
ship.
run the ship, and carries out the captain's orders.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the other crewmates' positions?
Yeah, Captain.
Right now, I don't have position.
I would
we don't have
say
enough crewmates
put
to have
Arya
positions.
as in charge of the bar because she has bar knowledge.
First off, we don't have enough people to sit at a bar for that to matter right now. But when
Okay,
we
you never
get
know.
enough people, then we will discuss
You don't want to
these
just be
things.
on the fly and invite a bunch of people to your airship and then like, oh, we don't have any positions of what we're supposed to do. And
No,
we
we-
already know that y'all are going to be drinking like a bunch on the ship regardless.
No, because I know I need like people for cargo, which is what's his name? What's the guy's name that's coming with us?
Torgwyn. Torgwyn. I think.
He's gonna be. I'm probably gonna put him like in the cargo.
Wow.
Or not in charge of cargo, but like, I mean, what?
That's
what do you want?
just rude.
It's not
because
rude.
He's
That's
a
his.
dwarf, isn't it?
No, it's because one, he's new to the ship, so he gets the shit jobs. Two,
Why
like,
not he just be lookout?
because we're hiring him to do a job. I'm not. Oh well, you're just a baby little dwarf. You can just do whatever you want.
Wow.
I'm the fucking captain
Oh,
here.
at some point, just as a heads up, at some point it's going to be a real PC.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna
A real
know
piece.
that you gave him the job.
That has a lot of lifting to it. He's a dwarf. He's strong. He needs to be doing this.
You
Well,
have a werewolf
well,
half brother. Just saying.
He
He's
he
gonna be
could
lookout.
be
He
in
can
charge
smell
of the
things.
he could be in charge of the cargo manifest. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad job actually.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Thank you.
But
Everybody calls me racist towards
to
dwarves,
phrase it
and then
as you did,
you're
it's like how the military phrases jobs and what the job actually is. You described it as like what the job actually is.
yeah, he's gonna be in the cargo, working, essentially managing cargo. Like I don't understand that. That's the.
I mean, we're all going to have
job.
battle stations, and his won't be in the cargo when we're in battle.
I figure put the werewolf guy as the lookout because I mean werewolves have good noses, right? So shit, like, just makes sense to have somebody who has really
What-
good
what-
senses looking out for things.
Good sense of smell. You want to put someone with a good sense of smell up on the crow's nest.
Yeah, what if something's coming, and he can?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I smell trouble.
See, you get it. You understand. All right, I'm glad we're on the same
no.
page.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have Arlo and his sister swabbing the decks. Because that's all they're good for. I'm just kidding. I'm just picking. Sarah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. That's
Okay.
Queen.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Don't hate me.
All right.
Mutiny in the making.
She's writing down in her notes, prepare mutiny for next session.
I'm going to go over. Rhodey goes over to Arlo and says, "You know, he's just fucking with you."
Oh, of course I know that, my dude.
And I mean,
Well,
we'll-
way to
we'll
go,
get it.
Rhodey. Just ruin all my fun.
You didn't hear that.
Yeah, roll for perception for that there, Captain. With no guidance.
It's gonna be...
No, use the D&D Beyond dice.
Fine. Damn it, here we go.
Watch, he's gonna roll good now.
Motherfucker, you were right in that one.
Oh, he
Yes.
can't hear shit.
I'm done.
And so as part of that continuing conversation, I say to Arlo, and it's like, at some point we will play a really elaborate practical joke on him, and it will be good. It will be fun.
Well, my dear, if you have any ideas, let me know.
Well, it's
Burning
best.
this ship to the
It'll be
fucking
it'll be
ground.
it'll be
You
best
sons of
best
bitches.
when he doesn't expect anything.
The
You're just
disappointment.
shaking hands with the dwarf guy, Grump.
Knowing nothing of the shit storm that's on its way. That's fine. Okay, everything's fine. It's all fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
So, seeing as that it's still currently night, correct?
Yeah. Otherwise,
Okay.
Arlo would be a wolf, and that would be a lot more to explain.
Well, why don't we all take a rest and we'll load up in the morning and prepare for launch.
Nonsense. My boy Torgrim, you can get the shipment all prepared so you're ready in the morning to set off.
If that's what you deem as necessary, we're more than happy to get the ship prepped for him right now.
Captain, if it's no bother, I'll actually help out with that as well.
Well, let's go prepare the ship for the shipment.
And
All right, I'll go supervise the unloading.
And ladies and gent, at this moment we're going to take a break because I'm probably going to have to load them into the non-fired dumpster fire as well.
Okay,
And-
but I just want to say, DM,
Mhm.
that while Joseph is helping Torgwin here, he gets another burning, like, his ears are burning again. Like, damn, what is that?
I fucked up again.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're not coming back here anytime soon. So. There's gonna be
I
like
lost-
a million dead body Alindis in like the basement that no one's
I lost the
gonna like.
Lindy. I
That's
lost
what
him
happens.
again.
Also, when you move your guy, hold your shift button down so it keeps him on the correct plane of existence. But I'm not giving
Yeah,
you another
and
Lindy. It's not
it just-
happening.
When you do that, when you move him, press and hold shift, and then it kind of moves a shadow version of yourself, and then when you release it and then click, it'll move it it'll teleport him to that spot, and it's easier than tracing him all over the map.
Yeah, but it's not as funny looking.
You're right, because it's definitely not.
I got wingy boots, and it
I
looks
mean,
like
if
he's
you
wingy
do it,
boots
just
and
don't
everywhere.
do wingy boots on like multiple layers that you can fall into the crack and crevices of. Very simple.
Wingy boots.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, folks, we will be back here shortly while I do all that. So
So don't go anywhere.
yes, exactly.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't
We'll know.
Wingy boots.
We got those senses like that.
Wingy boots.
Give 'em
So
some music to listen to.
yeah, stay.
And
Or go. It's fine. It's okay.
or go.
No. You're not allowed to leave. No.
Wingy boots.
I'll switch myself so you can't hear me, so y'all can talk about whatever. But yeah, y'all have 5 minutes. Well, ladies and gents, we are back. The crew has made their way on the old dumpster fire. Let me just change the time of day. And they managed to get everything loaded as far as the shipment goes, and sunrise starts to happen. So Torgrim kind of watches as the white direwolf vanishes and turns into a little girl, well, a young woman, and the other Erganasi turns into a black direwolf. So that part's a bit of a new to him, but he doesn't really say anything as far as that right away. Kind of keeps it to himself, and transitions here so you can see it's on the ship. But yeah, for clarity's sake, you are all on the dumpster fire, and it is early morning. What would you like to do? Oh wait, stop talking, everybody! I forgot to switch myself so I can hear. Okay, there we go. Whatever y'all just said, I can hear it, so.
Hey, so.
So whatever you said doesn't matter anymore. Yeah.
So Arya goes over to Rhodey and she's just like, good morning.
Good morning.
How was everything last night?
It was all right. We picked up an additional crew member, and we have a load of iridium that we're going to be shipping in order to take a cut of the profit. We'll be using that as a way to have an income for the ship as we go about training and preparing for our final battle.
That sounds good.
How was the night to you? Arya, is it? Sorry, all these new names.
It's all right.
Yeah, it was quiet. I would have joined you, but Arlo didn't want me to come along.
Might be a good idea that you didn't, my dear.
She kind of tilts her head.
Why do you say that?
Well, see, my brother has, yet another conundrum to add to his list of things. I'm starting to think that I'm not going to be going back home anytime soon.
As he gets another burning in the ears.
What is that?
What's with the burning of the ears?
Definitely coffee not talking about him, you know.
Raging coffee. Noted, this has been like maybe a day and a half since he's been gone, and his ears are already burning. So imagine what color his ears are going to be by the end of this year. Just putting that out there. It's going to be a drow before it's all over.
He's not gonna have any ears. They're just gonna burn off.
Oh my gosh.
So is this like something every time he talks to a girl, it's just like, whoo.
No, it
it's
just
just
happens
like-
at random.
Periodically, whenever he says something, apparently, his ears just start burning.
Oh no, it's not specifically when he's talking or anything. It just happens at random. It's just more frequent because, you know, currently coffee right now is at this Elfin City. He's just like, huh, you know, Joseph would like this. It's a shame he's not here. Definitely not full of spite. But yeah.
Well, Captain, where are we off to now?
We're heading to the port, and so I'm assuming we've been given a direction, and we are heading in whatever current direction that port is.
Okay, so Torgrin has given you the location of your first place that you need to go to. Let me see. It looks like it's gonna be Vagrant City, and from what you can tell, it'll be roughly 2 days travel if you proceed with caution.
We are proceeding with caution.
So in this time, you are free to explore the ship, get used to the ship, get more familiar with the ship. What would y'all like to do?
So Arya picks up a mop and starts swabbing the deck while Arlo holds a bucket in his mouth. They're just swabbing the deck.
Joseph looks at Alindi. Why are they doing this?
I honestly have no idea.
Right. No idea. Okay.
Hey, you with the bucket and the mop. That's somewhat. Sorry, wrong. We're not in this. Wrong.
Oh, please
Are you
don't
trying to tap
ever,
into your inner
don't
bard?
ever do that again.
Is that a song?
Like some wet macaroni. What?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Macaroni.
Oh.
in a pot.
Man, if it wasn't a dumpster fire now, it's a dumpster fire now.
It's true.
Welcome to Sing Along with Captain Alindi.
This is what kind of bard he is. Just like off pitch, off everything. Just like none of the words rhyme.
Coke almost got me, DM. It almost came up.
Oh no.
I kind of look at the two with the buckets. I'm like, hey, what are you two doing, by the way?
It seems they are swabbing the deck, Captain.
Obviously. Who told you to swab the deck?
And Ari's just like,
Her
her face is getting all red.
Calm down. It's okay. I didn't mean to frighten you.
His face is getting all red in the just like two frantic people.
I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just asking
I was just trying to help. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. The deck is fine for now. You don't need to work so hard. Why don't you go inside and have some lunch or I don't know. It's just unnecessary right now.
Well, is there anything that needs to be clean, Captain?
No, not right now. I mean, just get acquainted with the ship. Relax for a little bit. We all just kind of showed up here. It's fine to take a.
Arlo is just like sitting next to Ario, still with the bucket like hanging from his mouth, and he just like raises a brow at Alendi, like, okay.
I get flustered. I'm not really used to talking to women. I'm only used to talking to the former captain of the dumpster fire. Jesus. No, you can put that up. You don't have to swab the deck. It's fine for now. Wait until we get a big enough crew to make a mess, and then we'll worry about cleaning it up then.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so she like takes the bucket from Arlo, takes the mop, and she puts it away, and then her and Arlo head below deck.
Joseph is standing next to me, correct?
He's standing closer to Rhodey, just like watching the whole scene manifest. Just
kind of
on his face.
Just kind of
Rhodey-
put my hands and my face in my hand, and I'm like,
Rhodey kind of heads over to Arya and says, "Listen, I know there was some things said. I don't think it was really meant in earnest, and I think."
It's okay. Really, I want to help the best I can.
Well, I don't-
I thought.
I know, and I don't think you're not going to be swabbing any decks anytime soon.
Okay.
Okay. And then she says, just go get a look around. I know we haven't spent a lot of time on the ship, so we probably all need to get acquainted with it. But there's plenty of things to do before swabbing decks.
Okay.
And then Rhodey goes over to Elindi and says, you can joke with me like that, but it won't hurt my feelings. I spent a year with your fucking mom. I get it. I get your sense of humor and why you have it, but I think
please don't put me in the same realm as her.
I know. I get the mind fuck you've gone through, but some people don't understand your humor, at least until they get to know you better. Let's try to be a little more even keel.
Clearly.
Bless Arya.
Just overwhelmed Lindy. Oh god.
Joseph like walks over and like pats him on the back. It's okay, bro. You're doing pretty
Thanks
good
for
as
all
your
the pity.
first week as captain, first day. It's not been 24 hours yet, has it?
Nope. Not yet, but we'll see if I can burn this ship to the ground sooner or later.
Sarcasm. It's the thing that holds our family together.
Oh god, don't remind me. What a dysfunctional one we have. The joys of it.
Joseph like looks over at Rhodey. So, you're the first mate, I take it?
Apparently, that's been my assigned duty.
How are you liking it so far?
I think I'm taking to it pretty well.
Yeah, you're actually doing a better job at it than most, I would assume. It's a bit much to get used to my brother.
Well, like I said, I did spend a year with your mom.
Ooh, yeah, how does Joseph take that one?
Yes, well, I'm sorry for that.
Yes, I don't regret it. I did learn a bit, but my eyes were opened quite a bit to her true nature upon my introduction to Lindy here.
Yeah, well, if it's any, well, I don't really want to defend her, but if it's any consolation, she wasn't always like that.
Really?
No, I have a few fond memories as a child, where she actually was trying to help me from something that she did.
At least one of us has fond memories.
We get it, Lindy. You were thrown away. It's fine. You're the captain of the dumpster fire. We get it.
Wasn't even inferring that, but way to be rude about it.
Oh, no.
Didn't mommy raise you to be the biggest dickhead?
I mean, I have died before. Not as much as you, but,
Ooh, wow, another hot
Well-
soldering sword right through the heart,
I think
Joseph.
at this point, I think every one of us on the ship has died except for Torgren.
We
Oh,
could
poor
change
guy.
that if you'd like.
I'd rather not. I'd rather
And
not.
then.
right at that moment, Arya comes up with drinks. She has a tray. She's got drinks on the tray.
Anyone want a drink?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
And she's just looking at all of you like,
Did I miss something?
No,
No,
when we
no,
said
Arya.
to relax, we meant relax, not serve everybody.
Sorry, it's. Mm-mm.
it's fine.
and she just...
Then he grabs a drink. Let's make a toast. As a new crew. It's a thing, right?
And Arya's just like, yeah.
We're all in different locations, FYI.
Well, Arya's going around to y'all serving you drinks, so...
I'll just come back down.
We
Jesus,
all
don't worry about it.
gather as a crew, as a family.
Oh, good!
Well, what are we drinking to then?
I would like something to the effect of not dying anytime soon.
I was just about to say, maybe long lives?
Longevity.
I know that's a lot to ask for, but hey.
Well, I can
Since we're
certainly drink to
toasting, we
that.
might as well ask for the moon, right?
I can certainly drink to that.
And Arya kind of like holds up her cup.
I want to make a toast to a safe and fruitful journeys ahead.
Here, Arya.
And Arya is just like, "Arr."
It's a profitable one as well. At least get us through this year.
And preferably the next.
I think.
But we'll see how that goes, won't we?
The immediate concern is this year. Or there won't be a next, actually.
This is true. Cheers.
All right,
Gulp,
cheers.
gulp, 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 gulp.
I'm not.
I just slam it and then I sling the cup overboard. Yeet!
And Arya's just like,
Okay.
Oh,
Do I have
okay.
mage hand for that? What the heck? You can't throw a cup out from an airship? What if it lands on somebody?
Well, we
Clearly
are over
somebody's
the
got
ocean.
bad
It reminds me of that TikTok of that person throwing the boulder like over the railing into the river, and there's just like this like fish minding
The
his own
fish is like,
business.
do, 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 do.
Hmm.
Random NPC like floating in a fucking dinghy, and then all of a sudden it's like, ow, what
So-
the fuck?
So, Rhodey produces flame and slings the ball of fire at the glass to explode it. and
Ooh,
basically
I want him
disintegrate.
to roll. I want to know if he misses.
Are you doing this like to show everybody, or just like?
Well, I want to try to hit the glass so that I can shatter it and disintegrate it into very fine pieces so that they just don't land on someone. So it's not like like this giant mug falling out of the sky and beating somebody in the head.
Roll a.
Pretty sure I can disintegrate it with.
Performance check.
I can't, no, it's an attack, right?
Sure. Let's see if we can hit the really low AC item.
What? No, it's really tiny. It's already gone. Shouldn't have to.
An 11.
Yeah, you're able to hit it.
God damn it.
Okay. Damage is 7.
Cool. It had
The cup
1
still floats
HP.
down.
so-
It's
The cup
disintegrated.
survives.
So it's disintegrated.
Yeah. No saving throws for the cup.
Well,
Are we-
aren't you a
are we
crack
doing this-
shot?
Are we doing this for target practice?
No, but it was a good shot nonetheless.
Let's
Arya's
try not to
just
waste all
like,
our.
we may have to get more cups when we get to port.
Brody, put that on our grocery list.
Oh goodness. I gotta make him a thing. Size small. Around this time, Itch appears, feeling it's safe to come out.
And
What?
considering the fact Arya has not met Itch, she sees this thing and she's just like, ah, monster! She points to Itch.
Itch looks at Lindy and he's like, "Are you the monster?"
Is Itch a ball of like shadow, or is he like in that shape?
He's about that shape, but he's a ball like a. Have you ever seen a beholder?
He's a gazer, right?
Yeah, like a little mini gazer.
I have not seen a gazer. Give me a second. I'll look. Sorry.
Oh, Lindy, you uncultured swine.
Except cuter.
I don't know if it's fireworks going off in my neighborhood or gunshots.
Let's
Oh,
just go
yeah.
with fireworks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with fireworks because I really don't care either way.
Hey, Lindy, are you talking about near the ship?
If only it was in D&D.
We under attack?
No, we're not under attack. Shh.
I posted it in the channel chat of what a gazer looks like. It's like that. Cute.
That's a very cute gazer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like looking at all these monstrous looking at
Monstrous one.
Ooh, question, can it be this? It's fireworks.
Oh my gosh. No.
How did I know that was coming?
That's what happens if you feed it after midnight.
Ooh. Come here, Itch. Wait till midnight. I'm feeding your little ass.
Oh no.
No.
But, but yeah,
As-
no,
as-
Arya is just like pointing at Itch. She's like, Captain! Captain!
Itch, come here.
And I'm standing there next to Arya and letting her know that look it's accompanying us on our mission this year.
Yeah,
It's-
and Arlo is just sitting like on the opposite side of Arya and kind of like pawing her like, hey, it's okay. It's fine.
It's just like hiding, peeking like one of its eyeballs out from behind Alindi.
Itch, it's fine. She didn't know that you were accompanying us. It's fine.
She's hiding behind
Try not to appear out of nowhere next time. Maybe can you turn
I just see Itch like peeking behind Alindy, and then I see Arya peeking behind Rhodey, and they like see each other, and then they hide again.
Arya, this is Itch. Itch, this is Arya. It's fine. You can come out.
Friendly?
Yes, it's friendly. At
No.
least as far as I know.
Its current goals are with us. They align with ours.
Arya
And-
kind of hesitantly comes out from behind Rhodey.
And Rhodey kind of gives her a quick download of kind of what it transpired in the Shadowfell, and that there is another agency that is kind of grooming Elindi for this role to be the kind of head of the Shadowfell, and that is where Itch came from.
So Arya kind of like not cautious, like she's kind of like shyly like walks over and kind of like takes a short bow, like
I'm sorry,
Oh, watch out! It'll bite you.
and Arya comes back.
Arya, I mean, Lindy. Lindy, we've had this discussion already today.
I'm sorry. I'm so
It was
sorry.
just
I
10
couldn't
minutes
help
ago.
myself.
It was 2 minutes ago.
And like, Arya's
like it shoots behind me because Itch is thinking that I'm talking about.
Yep, like as soon as that happens, like it hops behind Lindy, thinking that Arya's gonna bite it.
and Arya kind of like stumbles backwards, like falling down, like, oh, poor me.
You too.
Joseph comes
call-
over and helps her up. Lindy, show some restraint. Let them get acquainted first before you make jokes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was just so tempting. I couldn't help myself. Arlo gets it, right, Arlo?
Arlo's just like,
Oh no!
Gives me the whole...
like he's giving him this look like, could you not?
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. It was just too tempting. Itch, go say hi. It's fine. She's not gonna bite you.
And he's like
Wait a second.
hovering right behind Arya
Oh,
as
God.
Joseph's helping her up.
Oh no. Oh
And-
no.
Arya like turns around and she sees Itch and she takes a deep breath and it's just like,
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. My name's Arya.
Oh, you didn't scare me. And he like bows his eyes. He's like, my name's Itch. Nice to meet you, Arya.
It's nice to meet you too, Itch. Hopefully we can be good friends.
The bestest.
and, you know, after talking to Itch a little, she does calm down a little bit and feels a little better now knowing that Itch isn't a threat.
And then a fly lands on her. We go through this all over again.
Alright, Itch.
All
Rule
right.
number 1, maybe we don't pop out of the shadows and scare people. How does that sound?
So I'm scary?
It's not that you're scary, you just startle people when you pop out of the shadow like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds easy.
Good. Now that we're all acquainted, we should be roughly a day and a half out from our destination. Let's just kind of relax for a little bit. We have the time. If you want, drink, be merry, have a good time. I'll focus on making sure that we continue in the correct direction.
I'll get started on food then.
And Arya runs off below deck.
She never stops, does she, Arlo?
She's
And he kind of just lets out a...
she's just a little too anxious to please, I think. She needs to be a little... She needs to stand up for herself a little more. She really... It will benefit her greatly, I think.
Arlo kind of just like lets out a huff and follows after his sister.
Alright, I'm at the top of the deck, just kind of navigating the ship at this point. Where's my fucking steering wheel?
It's in your mind. No, I'm joking. Do they have steering wheels on Telespire?
I mean, yeah.
How do you move your character on different levels of the map?
You'll have to take the green... that green slider and slide it down until like levels start disappearing.
Yeah, but how do you get your character there?
Take the stairs.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. In this case, I think the ramps.
Oh, there's no ramps all the way down?
No,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a door, and I would like to open it, DM.
You click on it,
I
there
did.
should be a plus.
It says Arya would like to open a thing.
Oh.
Oh, I can open it. Oh, no, that was Stax.
There's so many doors.
Mm-hmm. You're opening all the doors? Why?
She's heading to the bar area.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
It's one level down, right?
Yeah, from the very top, it's the one that's right below.
I would like to open this door. Thank you.
As the
That was
players
so
get more
annoying.
familiar with how to maneuver. Oh, shit. There was like a way easier way to get in there. You could have just went out this big door window here.
What window?
Let me see if I can remember how this area. If you come in from the outside of the ship to here, it just lets you pop your character in. So you don't have to navigate through the maze. But that's future.
All right. What are we in here for?
Rhodey can see Arya is chopping up some vegetables, cutting up some meat, and she's just trying to like get some food going. And Arlo is just chilling out right here in this spot, and he's kind of like curled up sleeping.
All right, and Arya, here you weren't with us earlier when I handed these out, but here is a good berry. If you would like, you should take this and hold on to it in case we get into a combat situation. And if you lose consciousness, you'll have it on you, and one of us could administer it to you to revive you. Also, at the end of the day, if you haven't eaten it yet, then you can go ahead and eat it, and it will give you a full day of sustenance.
Well, thank you very much, Rhodey.
She takes the good berry, puts it in her pocket. So Arya goes back to cutting vegetables and whatnot with the stew, and she's just like,
So, what do you think the next city that we're gonna arrive at's gonna be like, Rhodey?
Well, we've got to deliver this iridium, and I'm not sure how. I haven't been to this port. All my time in this area has been spent at the royal grounds with the Blood Wolf Queen, and so I don't know much about where we're going. I hope this will go off without a hitch. I mean, we really could use the income to keep us supplied and going throughout this year.
I agree.
Do forgive me. I believe Torgrin said that we're headed to Vagrant City. It's a pretty large city. Been there once before.
I've never been into a big city before.
Well, the first thing is to not to get overwhelmed. There will be a lot of people there, a lot of different things going on, but overall it should be a pretty easy trip, especially if we're only going to be at the docks for the most part. We might have to go into the city and get some supplies, but other than that, it should be fairly easy, fairly simple.
Arya
Unfortunately,
finished.
I don't think game is ever really as simple as it should be.
That's not what the captain.
Arya kind of brings out some snacks, places them on the counter.
So, Joseph, was it?
Yes. Joseph Riviere.
So, are you from around here?
Not necessarily. I kind of left some of my friends to come look for my brother.
I see. You seem
Well-
very close with your brother.
I wouldn't say that exactly. I only just met him.
And she kind of tilts her head.
Really?
Yeah, you can say our paths kind of crossed after they more or less were separated early on.
I see. Well, I'm glad that you were in each other's lives now.
Yep. He's not all bad.
And Arla just like gives her the. He's sleeping. At Joseph's comment.
Well, this is some good. I like this fruit. I'm glad we had some on board.
Yeah, it's really good.
Joseph grabs a piece and eats some. Are you normally so good at cooking and things of that nature? Are you?
Oh, no. Actually, well, and as she's like talking about the cooking, she starts getting a little teary-eyed.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Were we not supposed to eat
What?
these?
Oh no! It's not that. It's just well, when the ship crashed into that tavern, it killed one of my very good friends.
Well,
And he
technically,
was-
it killed you too.
I know, but just the sight of seeing him there.
Yes. But just, you can. We should consider that didn't happen because that's our goal here. We shouldn't let that distract us. I understand the emotions can be raw, but if we focus on that, it could distract us when we really need our focus, or when we really need to be keeping our eye on the ball, and we can prevent that. We can prevent that from happening.
And she kind of nods, just like wiping the tears.
You're right. I miss him, that's all.
I do understand. I miss my family as well.
You have family, Roni?
I do. But they're not even in this realm, in this plane. I don't even know how I ended up here.
Well, if my mother had anything to do with it.
I mean, she did. That's how I ended up with her in the first place. And I thought there would be some positive outcome because of it, but like I said, I did learn quite a bit, but it was almost as if I was a prisoner, even though I was living what would be considered to some a luxurious life. I didn't have the freedom to leave the grounds.
Yes, sounds familiar. My mother can be like that sometimes.
Arla lets out a growl, like. And Arya's just like not saying anything, just washing the counter.
They're all interconnected, but they don't know they're interconnected. Well, as you were saying, Rudy, we shouldn't worry about the past. The present is our current future. And, we'll make the most of this. This will be good for us.
For sure.
Right. One positive thing I see is that I met new friends.
And as you say that, Arya, Joseph like sets his hand down on the table and then uses his other hand to grab another piece of the appetizer, and you notice the ring that is on his finger.
That's a really nice ring you have.
And roll a history check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. She don't know shit. She rolled a 4. I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Arlo rolls history check.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Arlo roll too.
Arlo assist.
Oh my god.
That's it. I'm getting my other dice.
The game
Oh
mechanics
my
was
God.
like, she doesn't need to know. They don't need to know.
Oh.
All
Yeah,
bad.
she don't recognize that ring.
Okay.
She just thinks it's really pretty.
That is an interesting ring. Where did you get that? It's a beautiful ring.
Oh, yes. Someone important to me. Her name was Coffee. She allowed me to use it to come here to get a Lindy. However, it would seem I am not able to leave right away as I had planned. So, here I am. With you.
Well, that was nice of her to give you that ring to use.
And, on the mention of Coffee, you kind of remember someone by that name coming into the bar once when Calamar was running it. And,
I forgot about that.
causing, like, quite a ruckus.
Arya's just like,
Wait, Coffee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was she, an older lady wearing a mask?
She was, once upon a time. She's a bit different now.
Okay.
Do you know her?
Oh, well, I think I met her once.
Right.
She caused, quite a ruckus.
Sounds like Coffee. As his ears are burning.
Small world.
Or worlds, as it would seem.
Yes.
Arlo kind of just.
That's funny that you forget about that.
I know. I completely forgot.
I'm gonna take you to a gay bar.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that happened.
To a gay bar.
And she definitely didn't help a certain warlock set the tavern on fire either. Or switch up the drinks behind the counter and drive Calamar to almost at the brink of insanity.
That's why you had to get another job. On that note, he grabs another appetizer and pops it in his mouth. You know, Arya, he swallows. We're all fine with you, making drinks and preparing food and things of that nature, but it's not a requirement. We don't.
Oh, I
Need you to.
understand. I get that. I wanna help. That's all.
What do
I
you
was-
want, though?
To help.
Yes, but
What job would you like on the ship?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I guess wherever the captain wants me.
Well, I have a little leeway in that area. Where would you like to help out? What area of the ship?
Well, I'm perfectly happy working here at the,
So you'd like to be in charge of the food supplies and the meals?
Yeah, I
I'll-
could do that.
If that's what you would like to do, I'll let the captain know, and if he approves, then there shouldn't be an issue.
I would feel most comfortable. I used to do that back at the Laughing Goblin.
And that is the bar that we crashed into?
Smiles bittersweetly.
Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up.
My brother really has an impression on people.
Oh goodness. That was my fault. I shouldn't have brought it back up, but
It's
fine.
alright.
It's fine.
all right. I think that should be fine. I'll let him know that that's what you'd like to do, and we need someone in that area anyway.
Okay.
And well, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I'm going to go over to Arlo and say, I know we didn't. I know what the captain said earlier about swabbing decks and whatnot, but obviously that's not what you'll be doing. What would you like to do?
Anywhere that my sister's at. He says with
Right.
a growl.
All right, I'll let you and her work that out. And the two of you guys will be in charge of the food supply and the meals while we're in transit.
Well, that sounds great then.
You'll have free reign over the menu.
Well, it's a good thing I learned a lot of recipes from Gray.
She says like a nervous chuckle. And I can Rhodey still hear what Arlo's saying?
Yes, it lasts for 10 minutes.
And Arlo's just like, well, hopefully she doesn't poison us all. He says teasingly.
Well, and I'll look at him and say that this food is pretty good. So I don't think there's anything to worry about, right?
Arlo raises a brow.
Well, all right.
And Arya looks over to Arlo.
I'm not that bad of a cook. Am I?
And Arlo just like lets out a snicker. No, of course not, dear sister. I'm just teasing.
I'm so lost right now. I've like lost this ship. I don't know where I'm at anymore. I'm in
Oh
gray.
My goodness!
Are you not on the deck still?
Oh,
No, I fell off the deck.
Oh. So
Captain overboard!
use your flying shoes for God's
I don't know how to
sake.
get him on a different plane without having a ramp.
Well, we're still on the same deck. We haven't moved. We haven't changed levels in the ship. We just moved back into the bar area.
Oh my god, I can't find the ship anywhere.
Where did you go?
I'm gone.
Oh my God.
There's-
Arya's just like,
He is
Feeling the
gone.
captain jumped off the ship?
Oh wait,
I mean,
I personally can't find the ship anymore. Like I'm.
like, what if you double click on my character? Will it
double
zoom you
click
to
your
the?
guy now.
Hey!
So to go off, come this way. On this like grate, and set your guy. Oh gosh, I'm moving the wrong buttons because.
Yes, you are.
Set your guy here, and once he's set down there, you can walk him into the room.
Is he on the ground?
He's on the deck,
No.
isn't he? Oh, he's one level below, I think.
What?
Yeah, he's one level
There's
below.
another island here.
and this, boys and girls, is why we can have nice things.
Well, I thought he was one level below.
I don't know where he's at right now.
I thought he was on the top deck. Didn't you see him when you double clicked him?
No, I don't see him anywhere.
Double click him.
Double click on your character picture.
I did. It's just there's nothing there.
Hold on, Lanta.
Okay, I'm gonna do some
Double click.
meta. I'm gonna remove permission. And then I'll make
There he is.
Heyo.
it.
I was trying to
Jeez.
like go into the building. That's
No,
all
you
I was
can't.
trying to do.
I mean, you can, but like,
I'm in there now, but like when I moved him in here and then set him down, he like disappeared. And I was like, where the hell did he go? And I double clicked on it. And he was on the ground. And I was like, wait, oh no. And then I like clicked him and then like shifted my point of view and then it threw him somewhere. And so I clicked him again and I lost the ship.
Well, you
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
go through
this is a
the.
premonition
Go
of
down
the
the other
future.
way. Come back the hallway. Come back up the hallway. And go through that door right there. Nope.
Yeah, I'm on top. Boom.
Okay.
This way.
Yeah, you're gonna end up losing him again. He's gone.
I'm not going. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Now go through that doorway right there.
Yeah.
easier said than done.
Boom. I'm in. I could have just went through right here.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Why aren't you holding shift? We said hold shift. When you hold shift, it doesn't remove
Yeah,
your.
I forgot about that.
So set your piece
Oop.
down.
It's too late now. Just drop him down in there somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Where'd he go?
He's up at the top. So let him go. Hold
And then
shift.
go in. Yeah,
No.
look.
Hold shift and then move him. So then if you lose them, like if you lose where you're moving, it just puts you back to where you were.
Oh, you're talking about like okay. Yeah.
And then you just kind of teleport him to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
It's
That's the
almost
wrong
like
room,
we
though.
suggested it a long
I know.
time
I was in.
ago.
I was in the map, bro.
How did you get in the map, bro? The door's not even open.
I know. I glitched in.
Step!
I glitched in. I was like shaking him back and forth until he went in, and then that's how I lost him. I was trying to get out, and I was shaking him back and forth, and then he disappeared.
You can ask permission to open doors. You don't have to be like a snob about it. Anyways, fourth wall broken.
What I'm here for is to ruin the ambiance.
All right. So she's like, let's see. Rhodey says, "Well, thank you for the snacks. I'll be back later for some more food. I'm gonna go relay the gist of our conversation to the captain."
Okay, Rhodey. Take care.
Oh my gosh, the captain's missing again.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He's
the
in the
captain's in the captain's quarters. course.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Jeez,
Yeah, I'm at my own map table.
I can't even.
Oh my God, where did you come from?
Oh my god.
You didn't even knock on the door.
The door's
You ever
open.
heard of knocking?
The door's open. Permission to enter.
Well, I mean, a little late for that, but yeah, permission granted.
And we'll assume that happened in the right order. I didn't mean to disturb you, Captain, but I just wanted to update you on the crew assignments.
Go ahead.
So the Arlo and Arya twins, whichever one of them's not in the wolf form at the time, will be in charge of the kitchen and the meals, and the other one will be in charge of guarding the kitchen and the meals.
That seems reasonable.
And your brother is doing whatever your brother wants to do at the time. I don't know. And of course, we've got Torgril in charge of the cargo and
Yeah,
the manifest. And I am your first mate, of course, and I'll kind of just make sure the ship is running.
So we need deckhands. What else? Trying to think. What else should we get? Who else should we hire? Some deckhands. Should probably hire some mercenaries.
Maybe a mechanic or two that understands things other than the engine, because our engine is a little bit otherworldly, I believe.
Yes. Some masons. Maybe they can help us
Just-
with.
Right, the repairs to the ship whenever we're in combat.
Woodworkers. Yes, yes, yes. I agree.
You hear in your head, Alindi, can I come out?
Yes, you can come out, Itch.
I need to shrink him and make him float and then make him a thing.
He is a thing.
You do know you can already do that, Captain, right?
Yes, I was just trying.
Oh, fucking A.
What's going on?
He lost the bat.
Yeah, I made him hide instead of do the thing.
This is
Do the
true.
roar. Do the
This
roar.
is true. Itch is correct. You can produce a shadow crew, as it were.
Yes, I plan on doing that for a temporary fix, but it would be a little strange if we showed up to port with every time we go to drop off our goods with a bunch of shadows doing all of our work.
This is a very good point. That's why you're the captain.
Well, you get to choose who can see him.
Yes, but it would look a little suspicious if only 5 of us show up crewing a giant ship like this. So it's a little less conspicuous if we hire a crew. We just have to make sure that, you know, they're reputable people. No need in a mutiny. But for the time being, we'll hire a skeleton crew once we make it to port, and we'll work with that as much as we can. But until then, I guess I can attempt to summon some deckhands.
They don't.
You know,
have to
I don't
look
know
like
how-
Shadows.
I don't know the mechanics of how long they can hang around or whatnot, but if they can only hang around and you can only do this so many times, maybe we should wait until we're in a battle type situation or in dire need of their assistance.
Well, Itch, what's the word? Can I keep them permanently, or are they here for a span of time?
Well, you can create them, and if you contain them in a certain area, they should be able to just do whatever you need them to do.
That is indefinitely?
Mm-hmm. If anything, you would have to refresh it every morning, but I imagine
Well, I
you
like-
should be able to.
That seems to be the best
It sounds-
workaround to the crew situation, and we definitely wouldn't have to worry about a mutiny.
Well, let's give it a shot. Well, it'll be good practice for sure. All right, Itch, teach me what to do.
Well, first you gotta focus on what you want the crewmate to look like.
How many are you going to summon, Captain?
We'll summon 6 at this time, and we'll see how it works from there. All right, just give me 6 randos.
You know, I'm going to go inform the rest of the crew that to be expecting some shadow type crew, so that I definitely don't want to scare Arya. I mean, she seems to be a little skittish, and I prefer not to upset her.
That'd probably be for the best.
With your
Alright.
leave, Captain.
Dismissed.
He just disappears.
I do have. I'll just assume the mechanics for the situation. My
You walked out.
my my whatchamacallit, wildfire spirit Solis has the ability to transport me.
Oh, okay.
So just for the mechanics, I can say that's what happened. Although in general, when that happens, there's a big explosion and there's a lot of damage to the surrounding area. But I'm going to say that he can control, or she can control that. Or Solis is a he, so. Anyway, Arya, come over here right quick. I want to speak to the rest of the crew right quick.
Of course.
Stands on bar. Listen here, hear thee.
Yes. So, the captain is, we were discussing the situation and the lack of a real backbone crew other than the few of us who, who initially started. We feel like we are going to need some assistance, and one of the things that the captain learned is that he can summon a shadow crew or some shadow figures, and he can control them and ask them and assign them certain tasks, and we're going to do that. And I just wanted to let you know ahead of time that there will be some additional crew members joining us that may seem like they appeared out of nowhere, but it's he's bringing them aboard.
Arlo kind of like tilts his head.
Are you placing them places?
Yep.
Okay. I was like,
And
"They're disappearing."
Arya's just like,
Oh, well,
he kind of looks really.
thank you for letting me know.
And don't worry, they cannot mutiny, they cannot do anything that they shouldn't because they are 100% under the control of the captain.
Right.
You have nothing to fear from them.
And Arya's just like,
Do they need to eat like normal people?
No, my assumption is they probably don't.
Okay, was just wondering.
Because I think he just resummons them at the beginning of the day every day.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was cooking enough food for everybody.
Yeah, I think you're good with just the 5 of us. 6 of us.
yeah, I was about to say Arlo's just like, excuse me.
Well, no, I was forgetting the brother. Actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. I forgot his brother.
Or Arlo.
No, not your brother.
Oh,
Captain's
Joseph!
brother. Yes. Even though he was standing right next to me. And I don't know what Gazer eats. Probably emotions. I mean, not Gazer. It's itch.
I'm not sure if I can prepare emotions to eat.
No, I was just being silly.
Oh,
He's kind of a kind of a psychic type being, I believe.
Arlo's just like, oh no, he eats souls.
Yeah, that's
Souls
probably
of
true.
the innocent, he says with a growl, like a snickering growl.
Oh, I can't joke.
Well, Arya knows her brother. She barely knows you. Not to mention your ship crashed into her friend's tavern.
Wasn't my fault.
Not gonna bring that up. So, now that we're all better acquainted and we have a functioning crew, it looks like the ship's finally coming together.
let's hope it stays that way.
I have to give it to her, Lindy. I didn't actually think you'd be able to successfully get this one off.
Arlo.
As Lindy's like drowning off the side of the airship.
With his ears burning.
Runs in the family.
Where is it? Where's Lindy? Oh, he's in the map room.
Is he?
No, that's not a lady.
Oh, no.
He's at the bow.
Oh.
Off the port bow.
Oh, there
Oh
he
no.
is.
Are you trying to make somebody disappear?
I just
Bring
did.
him back to the ship.
I don't know where he's at anymore.
He's flying away.
He's over here.
He's flying away.
I
He's
see him.
like, if the ship is facing forward, he's to the right of the ship, off in the front of it.
Now he's moving further away.
Yep, closer. Keep going. Jeez
Keep
Louise.
going. You're
Keep
about halfway
going.
there.
Do you see
You're
the
about
ship?
halfway there.
You're almost to the nose.
Just tell me when he's over the nose.
Keep going. Keep going. And you're going to miss it because you're too far forward. Yes, keep going. One more. There you go. Drop him.
Boop. Dude, do you know how far I am away from the ship? Okay, Jesus. I'm so done with this.
I gave you permission to move all the pieces. Not real.
That's probably not a good idea.
Well, it's only the shadow people, so if he throws them off the ship, that's him throwing off shadow people off the ship.
God.
But the food should be ready in probably a half hour.
Okay, I'll go let everyone know.
Rhodey, can I
Yes.
accompany you?
Sure, certainly.
So, you seem to be fairly used to these first mate tasks?
Well, I developed a lot of leadership skills in my travels. I came from a tribe of Genasi, actually, that we had a particular task, and my father was an ambassador, and he taught me a lot about leadership, and so I guess it comes naturally.
Oh, I see. Well, if you ever need help with anything,
I will definitely come and consult with you. You know, well, I guess the way you said it earlier, it seems like I've known your brother maybe half a day longer than you.
well, I've known my brother for a bit. I'll give it like a month or less, but
Okay, so I've known your brother for just a couple of days, and
you
maybe if I
probably know
need some
him a lot better
insight.
than me, from how it sounds. Again,
I-
the Lindy that I was fortunate enough to meet didn't really speak a lot back then, at least not as himself.
Well, he certainly speaks a lot now.
Yes, he does.
Not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. But
It's
I'll
not.
let it
It's not either.
slide.
It's not either. It's just an observation.
But I do feel that if you were to confide in anyone, you might be the person, and that might be a good thing, because I don't know if he actually had anyone back in those days
Well,
to confide in.
I'm certainly going to support him. He is the best hope we have of getting through this year. And because of him, we've got others rooting for our success that are much more powerful than I am.
I don't know, you seem pretty powerful to me, from the short time of knowing you.
Well, we shall see. I hope it's the right kind of power at the right time.
Oh, well, I don't want to keep you from anything. I'll
Certainly.
check on these shadow crewmates, see if they're working up to par, and
All right. And I'm gonna let Torgrin. So Torgrin, I just wanted to let you know that we're certainly glad to have you aboard, and we look forward to any contributions you can make, any advice you may want to give regarding these shipments. And being as that you're in charge of the shipments, and you've handled the iridium probably more than the rest of us, you can advise us how to best handle it. I know that in its raw form, it's a little different than in its purified form that we're used to handling. And so thank you for joining the crew. And also, we're gonna assemble for dinner in about 30 minutes.
Sounds good. I've given a one around of the ship and noticed you don't have anyone manning the firearms, the cannons, anything of that nature.
The cannons and the
Trying to find the cannons.
and the ballista and the harpoon gun. Or are you talking about the like the arms room for the personal sidearms and such?
All of it, more or less.
Okay. Would you like to assume that role as well?
Sure. I mean, I could teach you all, but I wouldn't mind doing it as well.
Okay. That sounds good. I'll let the captain know that you've been assigned to handle those duties.
Why are you on top of the freaking...
Steering the ship, dog. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
You didn't give me a steering wheel, so.
Because there's
I'm sure
not
he
a
can-
steering wheel that I can find offhand. I mean, I'm sure there's one in here, but...
We'll call this this front purple one a steering wheel.
You should mount one up on top and put a little canopy over it. This dumpster fire is certainly growing on me. It's a little quirky at times, but it's got good bones, and I think that it'll definitely serve its purpose.
He kind of nods. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. It's probably here somewhere. I'm just
I don't know. It's here. It's somewhere. I said the front purple stack thing. That
Oh,
could
there
be
are
that.
cannons.
Yes, there are.
Booyah.
Nice.
There we go. Now we got some cannons.
Captain, and I just wanted to inform you of additional crew assignments. Torgan, in addition to maintaining the cargo manifest, is also going to take charge of the ship defenses and make sure they are all maintained and train the crew on their proper use.
Perfect. That'll work swimmingly. Sadly, none of us really have any experience with this ship and its weapons. Other than me, but I can't teach everybody everything, so it'll be nice to have somebody else who knows something about weapons and weaponry, how to use it, how to keep it clean, and how to keep it working. Now we just have to figure out who's a crack shot enough to man the guns when it comes time to do so.
Well, hopefully we won't need to use them in anger just yet. We should maybe run the crew through some drills before anything like that happens.
Yeah, that would probably be for the best. Like I said, we should let everybody get dinner on them, get a good night's rest, and we'll work on training in the morning.
That's probably for the best.
Well, how's everybody settling in?
They seem to be taking to the roles rather nicely. I think the as long as we don't upset Arya, I think the morale is quite high at this point.
Good.
And I don't mean, like upset her in a bad way. I think she's just a little
Flustered?
just
Yes.
maybe skittish, and she still feels a little she still feels a little sad and emotional over the loss of some dear friends when we fell from the sky on their heads.
Yeah, I think that would make anybody feel flustered.
Yes.
Well, she does know that we're in the past now, that her friends haven't really passed away. Hopefully.
Yes, I tried to explain that to her, but I think she said she just misses them, and she knows she's not going to get to see them again for, to the end of this year. And hopefully, we'll all be a year wiser and a year older by then. Well, I'm not sure how that will work. Will we cease to exist if we prevent the tragedy, or? It's rather confusing, actually. I don't want to think about it right now.
I agree. That is definitely something to think about. Hopefully the mommy dearest will be able to explain that before we,
Your brother hasn't really been assigned to any task. Maybe we can assign him with morale. Or maybe we can just ask him to keep the morale up.
Yes, because I think he would be good at swapping decks.
I don't know that that's necessarily part of the morale, and you have plenty of crew to do that. The Shadow crew seems to be perfectly capable. And
Yes,
they
but I
wouldn't...
would hate to overwork my Shadow crew.
Well, this is just your first mate advising you. You're certainly capable of making any crew assignments you see fit. I'm advising you maybe to, let's just not piss off. I think maybe he understands you might be joking, but I certainly don't know if you're joking at this point on this issue.
Just assign him to the morale.
Okay.
Maybe we can find some other things for him to do. I wouldn't make him swab decks. He'd be useless at that. He's kind of, clumsy.
Okay. Okay.
Dex is like 12 times better than Alindi's. But whatever, okay, I'll just be bad at swapping, okay.
Okay.
You're a prissy rich boy. Like, you really think I'm gonna trust you with swabbing decks?
Actually,
He's
I
not
think his Dex
rich.
is better than Melindy's. It's all strength.
What?
Oh, so it's
His
not?
Dex is only 10.
Yeah, that's a...
Melindy's is 16. But he could
Bam.
bench press him with his 18 strength. Just watch out.
Once again, I don't want my deck to be broken. I need it swabbed. Pushes that broom right into the deck.
But he has better charisma than the Warlock Bard does. Captain.
We're not gonna talk about that.
What is... Joseph seems like a good guy. I think he's going to make a very productive member of the crew.
Can't be any less productive than I am.
Well, all
He's
the
just
same.
like steering the ship on a thing that isn't even like the steering part of the ship.
And, yeah, and Rhodey just turns away and says to herself, "I'll not touch that one."
Oh no.
Oof, my heart is wounded, fair lady.
I was only joking.
Yes, I understand. Oh, there goes...
There goes your
Wonder
good brother
boy.
right now.
Oh, hey there, Joseph. What
My
are you
ears
up
were burning
to?
again for some reason.
That's weird.
What's this
You
burning ears you speak of? I like to burn things.
You should just burn his ears right off. I think he'd like that.
Well, oh, I see you were only speaking figuratively because your ears aren't bandaged or didn't look like they have any burn damage.
No, but it's like I'm forgetting to do something. I can't remember.
What is it you think you're forgetting?
Sure.
Oh, if only Joseph were here. But he's not!
Every time you say that, all I can think of is the scene in Harry Potter with Neville and the Remembrall. Well, if I remembered what it was, I wouldn't have forgot it.
Alindy, That's not ominous turnaround at all. Do you remember me teaching you how to make a particular concoction for me?
Where
Yes,
are you
I
going,
remember.
Lindy?
I'm steering it with my mind, with my shadow powers.
Ooh, I was about to say, I don't think you're that smart to do that. Yeah, I don't think you got psychic powers.
Yes, are you
Slow motion
requiring?
turn.
Are you requiring another dose?
Yes, if it's all the same, I would hopefully allow my portion of my sharings to go towards making sure we keep that in stock.
I think it's best for the ship to for you to be as well, so we won't be taking that from your shares. That just doesn't seem right.
Well, I have no use for coin, but if you would like to just work it in.
Well, if you insist, then I'll
there
just
we
take
go.
it from your
There's
coin.
the brother that I am used to.
Good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I like how he's the older brother, but he's the shorter of the two.
Yeet myself off the boat.
Oh my gosh, no. Come back, Lindy. I was joking.
He's yeeted off the boat, by the way.
Are you serious?
Oh no!
No, I got him over here.
Oh my gosh. Someone get those boots off him. It's gonna hurt somebody. Most of them.
Wingy boots, boys. Wingy boots.
Except when they stop working and then you fall. Yeah, I read that clause. I'm keeping track of how long you're using them.
I haven't used them yet.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no clause. I'm deleting that shit out of the fucking...
You can't even upgrade it. It's an actual item.
Whatever. Okay, so we'll need to keep your potion in stock. That's fine. Is it expiring already, or do we need to make another batch currently?
So from what he had, he probably has at least 2 vials left.
Okay. So we're good for until we make it into town at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Joseph looks over to Rhodey. It's not to worry. I'm sure he probably would inform you. I have what is called a case of lycanthropy. Or
Oh, so you are
A lycanthrope.
yes.
A
So
werewolf.
you change into a wolf, a wolf form.
yes, somewhat dissimilar to the twins. I am more of
A humanoid wolf.
yes.
Yes. I understand.
But preferably we are trying to avoid me turning into that if possible.
That would be very bad for morale.
Yes, very, very bad.
How much in control are you in that form?
Not any.
That's disheartening.
Yes.
Do you so you develop this bloodlust and you would attack anyone. There's no control over the situation.
None whatsoever. Pretty much from what I gather, whenever I do turn into that form, I will attack anything that's in front of me. No rhyme or reason.
Do you know, I mean, obviously I guess you have no memory of the situation, is that correct?
Yes, afterwards? None.
Is there some type of restraint or enclosure that we could, if we see the inevitability of such a change, we could maybe protect the crew and you? If we
There
were
might
to restrain
be a
you or
way for us to acquire said means, just in case, as a last resort, to contain me if need be.
maybe some silver manacles, not manticle, but manacles, or maybe a silver barred cage.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have some brig type enclosures on the ship, but I don't know that they would hold you unless they were made of silver. So we might want to make modifications. At least maybe obtain some silver manacles until then.
Maybe we could lace one of the lower deck room walls with some silver.
That might be a good idea.
Yes, that seems that
What-
would be the best
what-
way to go.
What would you say normally precipitates this change?
One of the full moons,
Every full moon?
generally.
Oh.
If I do not have
So-
the serum in my system by time, then the transformation.
Oh, so you do have a serum.
Yes, I was able to. Well, my father was able to devise a serum to help.
And how much of the serum do you have? How many months worth?
2 vials, 2 more moons.
So that'll get us through the next 2 months, and then we are looking at a situation. That should give us plenty of time to at least develop a stopgap.
Mhm.
And I wonder if there's any way we could come up with setting up some sort of authority or control over you in that state, where you wouldn't be a harm to others around you that you wouldn't want to harm if you were in your normal state. Your friends, such as us.
To be fair, not many have tried. The only one I can think of would probably be my mother, and she is the Blood Wolf Queen, and for some reason she's not even able to control me during this time. So,
Well, that's discouraging. Do you know if your father might? Would we be able to? Do you know where he keeps the stores of this serum? And maybe we could.
There are no more stores of the serum. We have to make it.
yeah, we have to make it from scratch. I'm afraid my father is no longer of the living.
Thanks,
Oh,
orgy.
oh, that's
Good
unfortunate.
kitty.
Damn. Okay. Do you have the formula?
I do have the formula, and I know how to make it. What check was that, Stacks?
I think it
Was
was
it-
like a mixture of. I'll have to go back, but it was a mixture of
Arcana and something else.
medicine, arcana, and maybe survival. But I'll go back and look.
Yeah, I'm the worst at all 3 of those things.
Yep, that's
Guidance,
why-
guidance. I'm gonna guide you. I'm gonna put my hands on your shoulders and just guide you through every check.
With Arlo with pom poms in the background. Bardic inspiration!
Yeah.
Do it!
I was, the two of you,
But the
Arya,
thing about
Arya
when
and
he's
Arlo,
making it is it might be a good batch or a bad batch depending on.
on the checks.
Yeah, and you won't know until. And spoiler alert: the 2 vials that he has currently is batches that Olinda has made.
Oh, God!
Yeah, but I won on all those throws,
Yeah, I think
so
you did pretty well when you first.
yeah,
And I was like,
Each
you can
but-
only make 3 vials or whatever from it. So
it was like 3 out of 5 or something like that I made.
Okay.
They were decent batches.
So maybe at the beginning of the turn, we would have him restrained, and then if he didn't turn, we could release him.
Yeah, that
Just
seems
to-
like
just to
the,
be-
the correct path to choose.
Yes.
I'd hate for him to take a vial and then
If he
kill
was to
everyone on
be,
board.
if he was to be, if he was to be maybe encased in silver, like manacles, before he turned, do you think that it would hold him from turning? I mean, as soon as he was released from the manacles, he would turn. But do you think while he was restrained by them, we might be able to keep him from turning?
Hmm.
I don't know how lycanthropy works. I'm just brainstorming here.
We could try and find a specialist in town, and hopefully they can give us a little insight on whether or not something like that could work. Because maybe we could forge some silver bracers, and when the moon is on its way, we can have him wear the bracers during the moon, and then after the moon is done, then maybe we wouldn't have to worry about this this serum.
So you're saying to magic the werewolf away?
At
Not
least
magic,
keep it
just-
at bay.
Keep it at bay for the moon, and then once the moon is over, it wouldn't really be magic. It would just be silver bracers that we put on your hands and feet. It's worth a shot.
at any rate, I don't think you could fully expand and grow to your normal werewolf size.
True. Again, uncharted territories. Anything would be new at this point.
Well, then that'll be our second destination. Once we make it to port, we'll offload the cargo, receive payment, and work on the bracers or get some knowledge. And if there's even a slim chance that bracers would work, we can try them. And if we see that it's not going to work, we administer the serum. Then we'll figure out who. I'll try and teach a couple more people, and we'll see if they can make it a little better than I can. Maybe they'll have a better chance of making just 3 vials.
Which checks does it require?
Wisdom and intelligence.
No. I'm pretty good on wisdom, not so much on intelligence.
Well,
I'm not
even
as-
if
I'm not as smart as I am wise.
yeah, I was about, what we can do is maybe whoever's best at certain steps will just pass the vial around. And
It could be, yes, a very good, maybe a team effort.
I don't
Too
even
late,
know
I
if
was already
anybody
heading in that
the party
direction,
has
Judgy
good,
DM.
Intelligence. Highest I'm seeing is 13 for Torgrin, and
I mean, it's better than mine.
that might be it. Yep, because intelligence for the twins is looking like a solid 8.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. At least I got a
Negative stats.
+1.
I don't have a plus anything on it, but at least I got, it is what it is. At least I don't
Okay,
have a
to be
negative.
fair though, I did make these characters before realizing that maybe rolling for their stats is a lot better than just using standard array.
Yes.
But too late to change that now.
Don't worry, we'll
God.
just kill them off and then bring them back as new characters.
Oh god!
Future us problems.
That's weird.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, the ship is coming close to arriving at Vagrant City, and you all watch as you're gonna have to probably land the ship at the air docks here shortly. But we will continue this on the next episode of Diademia Aftermath, where the crew of the dumpster fire continue down their pathway. Who knows what?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I like that we're kind of building like characters before we just jump right into battle. It's making it a lot easier, kind of getting used to people versus.
Oh yeah, before you're just like, hey, person that I met, what do you
Yeah, this
do?
is fun. This is
Don't
definitely
look at
fun.
the job board with me, rando.
Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
no, I definitely like this. We're all like, kind of have our place. Like, I'm just, like, for instance, my guy's like the ditzy fucking captain.
Everyone's just like ushering him along. You can
Yeah,
do
the
it.
the cocky captain who's just going with the flow. He doesn't even give a shit anymore.
It's great. It's part of his personality.
This is definitely fun. I love it.
And y'all are about to get like an actual income. That's new.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
rather than
It's not just a job board with random jobs. Like, let's go kill some wolves. All right,
Yeah,
well,
let's
we've
go kill
slaughtered
some
wolves.
and sell these teeth real quick. Why aren't they worth anything more than 3 copper? Because they're wolf teeth.
Yeah. I sense that I'm missing out on some group history with that one.
It's more
It's just like a thing.
every like campaign we do, we're all so focused on like doing whatever the main story is
That they forget to make money.
that we just we're like, oh, there's a job for killing rats. Let's go kill. Okay, we killed rats and we're back 3 seconds.
The original
later.
Baldur's Gate on PS2, killing rats in the dungeon.
Those rats were vicious, though.
Yes, they were.
But there was never like a story where we were like, oh yeah, we should get a job. That way we could actually make money to actually like upgrade our people and upgrade
That's how it
things
is
that we
for
want.
all the parties, though. I'm like, but there's work to be done out there. People.
And we're like,
just
no,
gotta ask,
fuck
and they're
work.
like,
We're
no,
gonna go do
in this
actual
town.
shit.
Fuck these people.
Especially in the beginning of a campaign, you've got to get some sort of income.
Yeah, that was never on at least my mind, but you know, it is what it is. This is the first time like we're actually like building a story versus like, hey, this is what we need to do. Let's go get this shit done. Oh, all of us almost died except for one person, and they won. So now Alindi's dead for the 18th time, because he lost all of his throws because D&D Beyond.
Or
is this
you
wonderful
know, he
system.
fails athletic checks and people have to save his ass from falling. You know,
He falls into a 5-foot wide
Yes.
cliff.
that did happen.
There's a hole that's like 3 inches wide by 3 inches long. He managed to like fit his whole body into it and then fell to his death. That's how bad.
No,
at some
I'm
of
pretty
those
sure
are.
Coffee saved his ass.
He did. But I'm just saying, he managed to almost die in like in the dumbest situations.
Wow.
I had no guidance. Alindy was the first character I ever built, and I had no guidance
And
on
you've
what to
kept
do. I was
a
just like,
hold of
hey, I'm
them
gonna
so long. You're just like, you know.
I'm gonna make them all. I'm gonna boost all my stats equally, and then he'll just be badass all the way around. That's not how Dungeons and Dragons works. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Beginner's mistake. Okay, you just leave me alone.
Weren't I would have to go back, but weren't you the warlock that didn't have Eldritch Blast
Yes.
initially? Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, wait, what? You don't? I'm sorry.
A warlock that didn't have Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
Correct. I didn't know what it was. I
was
didn't
just
The
even
like,
know
best
what it was.
cantrip in the
my
game.
Goodness.
The
Yeah.
best attacking cantrip in the game.
Redo your
Yeah.
entire like.
I had to
thing.
redo L&D from
I
like.
looked at his character sheet and I was like, why do you have 14 strength right now? Like, what's going on, bro?
He had like all of my bonuses were like +3 on everything.
Oh, goodness.
I had nothing over a 4. And so every time I'd roll, it was like, oh, you got a 2, so now you only get 6. And I'm like, and Stax is like, why did you only get a 6? Did you roll a 0? That's impossible. Like, why would you do that on a charisma saving throw? Like, I don't understand. I'm like, oh, well, it's only a +3. And he's like, are you fucking dumb? I'm like, well, maybe. Like, I don't. What did I do
Yes,
wrong?
But, you know,
No one told me how to make characters, and I was like, oh no. And then for the longest, he didn't have like any armor, and his armor class was like 13, so he was getting hit by everything.
It was.
Oh
first
my
off,
god.
It was.
How did you not look at his character sheet before this?
It was
Okay,
11.
First of all, he made the
Okay.
character the day of the session.
Oh.
And I was just like, just make your character, pick some spells, and I'll look over your character sheet after. And after that first session, I was like, what the hell did you make?
I had no armor.
Like-
I had like a dagger equipped. No spell. Like, I think I had like 3 total spells. I'm
Oh
telling
my
you,
God.
I had an 11 AC
it's like
at the
the
time.
default spells they give you
Yeah.
for being like, I don't know.
I
what
should have
elf.
just named him fucking. I should have named him Steve, and he should have just been a human, like just a random human in the game that has no skills whatsoever. He's just a random guy that they found on the street. That's all he really was at that point in time.
Yep.
You ever see the videos of like the worst D&D characters you can create? Like, that was Alindy. He was the absolute worst character you can
He's
create.
getting there though. You go, Glen Coco.
You go, Glen Coco.
But again, on that note, we will pick this up in 2 weeks, where we continue into Vagrant City finally. That's a shocker.
I found you a steering wheel slab, so.
Yes.
Yes.
We will have steering wheels in the future. But yeah, this is turned out to be a pretty fun crew. We will catch you all later.
Thank you all
figure out
for
what-
coming by
Yes,
Why my
everyone,
airship
thank
doesn't
you,
have a
thank you,
fucking
Nordic.
blimp on top
Thanks
of it.
for the follows.
because it runs on magic, not.
Posts.
Yep.
Not
and
air.
Tune in 2 weeks from now and see if we end up crashing the dumpster fire.
Into Vagrant City, because
Yeah.
that could be a thing.
I'm gonna use my real dice to roll for captain
no.
stuff from now on.
I'm gonna,
Because
I'm
D&D
gonna make y'all
Beyond.
roll to see how well you can park. Let's see if we.
I was already
bump the
assuming that
sides
was
anymore.
gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I was
because
like, oh, we'll hold on to this until next time. Maybe though.
the last thing we need
It's
is
not right
to,
back, it's by.
to end it
Young
on like me
GDM?
Oh.
nosediving the dumpster fire.
I always do that. Ending. We are ending.
No, you're right back.
Well, yeah. It's
Apparently we're being right back,
now, but
guys.
now it's switching over to ending.
Oh, is that what it's doing?
I don't.
You're
have
just
these things
nosediving
named
this
to the
dumpster
left.
fire right into
So-
another dumpster fire.
Here's something weird. Are we disconnected audio-wise?
No. Do you want to be disconnected audio-wise?
Oh, I was just gonna say. So I was just gonna say that's odd that my D&D Beyond for my character on the stream has different stats than my character sheet.
I'll have to
Like it-
look at it because unless
weird, but-
anything got changed recently, I was running on very small amounts of sleep. So
Well, like the D&D character sheet, D&D Beyond character sheet, when I click on the side tab on the stream on Twitch, it pulls up that I have 93 hit points, and my max hit points is 83. And it has me a +4 Constitution and a +4 Wisdom instead of a +5 Wisdom and a +3 Constitution. And I know that I always maxed out Wisdom first, so I don't know that I ever had +4 Wisdom, which is weird.
that's super weird. I
But-
don't know if that's like the overlay glitch or
There's definitely a glitch in the overlay because my dex is wrong, and
it's like we're gonna put anything up here because nobody actually looks. But we do look.
I don't know how that happens.
I know sometimes the HP doesn't match up. Like if you're subtracting.
Well,
the upgrade.
but the HP is I can't even hit 93, and it's got me at 93 of 93. Is it like that for y'all? Things off like that? You mentioned it before, Ms. Moto. I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, mine is right now it's fine, but anytime I level up, my HP changes. One time I leveled up and my HP went down, and I was like, how the fuck did that happen?
I mean, all my stats are fine. On the overlay.
Nice.
I
Computer
can't
error!
even. I've already logged off of the stream, so I can't even see it.
Let me see if I can raid. We might not have enough people to raid.
We got 5, including us, probably. Well, if you logged off, it's probably 4 now.
Sweet. I have to watch this episode from the beginning because we missed it. Because somebody forgot what time things happened.
Who?
Not pointing out any names.
Yeah,
What?
I wonder who did that. What a rude ass motherfucker. Y'all hear the